Saludos, mi raza, somos sus compas, La Chona.
Y el Bélico.
Y aquí estamos con un grupo bien interesante. Somos familia en vez de compas. It's funny because there's nothing but Los Alisa in this room. If you know, you know.
No. Yes, sir, my boy.
Aquí andamos on the main camera con el compa.
Sus amigos de siempre, los de la isla, su compa Carlos, primera voz de la ocupación.
Simón, y ahorita vamos a introducir los restos de los miembros. Queremos que cada uno vaya bajando la línea, que digan qué es lo que tocan, cuál es su nombre, casi por dónde viven y su edad.
¿Y cuántos años tienen en el
Sus
grupo?
básicos, sus datos, ¿cuáles son sus datos?
¿Cuántos años tienen en el grupo tocando?
Y números, yeah.
y la aseguranza de tu vehículo.
Oh.
El seguro también.
Todo, no te creas. No, yo soy José, yo soy requintero de los de la isla. Yo soy originalmente de Chicago Heights, pero pues now
Shout out.
we're like Isla boys now. Somos de
Ya todo vive.
5 years now, ya estamos en el grupo. Yeah, 5 years, right? Yeah, cumplimos 5 años.
That's crazy.
Y pues it's been a good ride with them. I wouldn't trade it for anything.
He glazing his own group.
Glazing.
My name's
Slim Jim.
Nah, my name's Sal. I've been in the. Y'all on there? Alright, my name's Sal. I've been at the buffet for like 19 years.
Oh shit! What's that one buffet? Oh shit! Hey, what's that one buffet in Maryville?
BC Osaka. Hey,
Osaka.
I'm gonna put y'all on from the podcast. BC Osaka over there, Hobart.
On US 30
big
in
bar.
Maryville.
Hey, but I'm the only guy to have a membership there, so don't even try to get on there. Nah, real talk though.
They hate to see Salva coming.
Hey, when they
do.
When they see Bo pull in, they already give him the buzzer. They're like, we already know you paying, gang.
Okay, ¿y cuántos años tienes ya
So,
en el
okay.
grupo? Meses ya.
So I play with Toloch in the group.
Okay.
I just got added, and then I've been in here for 3 months.
Sale.
Chingón.
I'm a newbie.
Just getting added to the band. My name's Adrian. 5 years in the grupo. I play the bass, and I'm from Blue Island. That's why it's the Island Boys.
Shut up. Fat.
Caesar. Armonía, segunda voz, compositor.
Perdón. God
For-
damn. Perdón.
8 years.
8 years.
I'm the OG. I'm the only OG in the group, so
Shout out.
8 years. And then we got one
Slash
more right
nurse.
here.
Another OG.
Best for last.
Yo soy Julio,
Jay Nasty.
Julio J Nasty.
El chulo.
And I'm part staff. I've been with the group 8 years now. We're from La Isla, Blue Island.
Put that on song.
On phone now.
Oh shit.
Hey, and then we got our other boy, Meatball. Shout out our boy Meatball. He's also our
Yes, sir,
staff.
my boy. Saludotes.
Que no pudo venir.
Saludos,
Hoy está
compa.
trabajando.
Saludos, compa Meatball. Bueno, chavos, we want to have a little round of applause for you guys coming on the podcast.
Thank you guys
Thank you guys for coming through,
We
bro.
appreciate you guys for the time. Y ahorita vamos a darles los entrevistas buenos.
Yes, sir. Vamos a empezar, kind of just talking about cómo empezó el grupo. Can you give us, the start to the end, cómo pasó? You can make it long, you can make it short, just don't cry about it, gang.
Hey, if you cry about it, just keep it $120, bro. Come on.
Damn, so the group changed like 4 times. There's been like 4 versions, but it's long, so I'm gonna explain the beginning a little bit more, and then I'll skip to like the recent. So we started. My boy Chona, he fucking DM'd me, or I don't know, I DM'd you or you DM'd me. The chiste es que we DM'd each other and we linked up.
So you guys both are the starters?
Yes, bro.
They were mutuals at first.
Bro, I found him. I don't know how. I just he looked cool, and then he just started posting video content on Instagram.
At the time, would you find him on Facebook?
No, Instagram.
Instagram. It was Instagram.
MySpace, Skype.
Cause en el tiempo,
Kick.
bro, the fuck
you know.
on. En el tiempo, yo no supe nada de él, dónde vivía, none of his relatives. I knew nothing about this dude.
I thought you lived close to me because I saw a lot of mutuals in your followings. I was like, oh shit, like he follows,
he's from Blue Island,
follows this guy. Like he's probably around here. Let me DM him. He's like, oh, I live in Maryville. I'm like, that's probably close in fucking 40 minutes.
Yeah.
That far out of drive, yeah, I swear.
So he ended up coming to my house, and then from my house, I was like, hey, I got a boy who likes music too. Like, let's just go kick it with him at his crib. And it was Julio. But to make it short, he was supposed to be the singer, and we needed a bass player. So like Chona mentioned in the beginning, we're all Isla in here. So if you
Yes,
know,
sir.
you know. My boy Alexander, compa Belico, he was supposed to be the bass player, but
His parents said, hell no, baby.
his parents were like, hell no.
Hell no, baby.
He said, we got a straight A students, and the way y'all looking like you're looking, y'all better fail the first month.
Wait. Yeah, Loki, you want to give him the rundown or what?
Man, look, we're gonna make a long story short. Yeah, long story short, bro. Lamentablemente, el compa Bélico, su mamá en paz descanse, ella fue la que le dijo, you know, entre mí y el compa César, que su hijo está en buenos standings, tiene escuela, tiene buenos grados, anda en deporte, buenos amigos, y que ellos no vieron que su hijo está para andar con la borrachera, la fumadera, y they just wanted the best for him, and that's much respect. Little did we know, I think it was que I wanted like 2 months afterwards. He was like, hey, bro, my parents said they're down. And nos jalamos el compa Alex, el Bélico, pull him to my house. Llegó el compa César. We started making our first fucking video. It was a video of.
Hey.
Oh my God. Hey, show the camera. Show the camera. Oh my God.
And then
2018.
We'll put it. We were all literally chopped cheese in that video.
and we had our boy, shout out my boy Ruben Aguayo. He was the
The OG singer.
official first singer.
Yes.
And then he was with us for like, I say a few months, and I almost a little conflicts between Chona and Ruben.
I'm gonna take the heat. I'm gonna take the
but-
full ass heat, bro.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
gonna lie. En el principio, you know, it was all sweet with the compa Ruben. Me lo presentó el compa César. He was like, bro, I got a boy who knows how to sing badass as fuck. Pero la mentalidad de los de la isla en el tiempo fue de ser como un grupo versátil, al igual como es ahorita en tiempo. Pero we were around the time when all this shit was fucking new. We was literally living it in the moment as it was coming out fresh day by day.
I remember
like
when I started the band, I used to get cooked. Like people like from BI would be like, "What the fuck? You made a Mexican band?" I'm like, "Yeah." Like, they were like,
tiempo, it wasn't as hot as it is now.
Hell
You
no.
know?
The first one. I think.
and we were in the. I'm gonna me voy a atrever how do you say?
Atrever a decir.
Atrever a decir que in the South Side, we were probably the first grupo in the South Side.
South Suburbs, facts.
crazy,
Facts. We was the first ones, pioneers of this shit. And they nobody will talk about it, but it's real shit, man. But we got our flowers in the day anyways.
And at the time, I mean, shout out to like grupos that I looked up to at the time was Los Leos,
Yes.
La Plaga, which they're still around.
This
Leos
motherfucker took me to my first antro, bro. This dude out of
What
all
was the
people.
first antro?
Tequilas, bro.
Tequila, that shit
I'll
was
never
busting.
forget that day, bro. The tequilas days.
No, is it still around or no?
No.
They shut it down. They like a big company bought the land, and it's like for semis and shit.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I'll be doing deliveries up there.
But
Oh,
nah,
man.
we're talking about the
Okay.
popping clubs. Though.
Yeah, no, that was very. Yeah, no, that one's gone
At
too.
that time, Loki V-Li was busting, no?
Nah,
Yeah,
that's
when-
no,
nah,
that's
nah,
when
really?
that's when it was starting to fall off.
Tequilas
Oh,
was
okay, okay.
busting.
It was all the tequilas and mansion. You couldn't go
martinis.
nowhere
Nah,
else.
don't even forget about Harry's.
Oh my. Harry's
You
never
know-
shut it down. They be trying to shut that shit down every week and it's still running. The fuck?
They still
But yeah,
do that.
pues, to make it short, like the reason that made me like actually take it more serious was
This guy.
my boy.
This
No,
guy.
it was when we went to Tequilas. I don't think you went with us that time, and I saw Los Leos playing.
I went with you. That's the same day.
And I seen a little ass kid playing requinto, and it was when
Shout out to Compa Lee.
radicamos en San Sancho.
So
Dun, dun,
cool,
dun, dun. And I'm like, damn, he snaps. And I went up to him, bro. I was like 5 years older than him. I went up to him after. I was like, damn, bro, you snap. How old are you? And I think he was like
13.
13.
What? That's crazy.
And he was playing at nightclubs, like 21 plus. Leo, yeah.
Yeah.
Beast. He was a beast.
Respect.
Shout out to Los Leos, compa Pepe, compa Leo, compa Javi, compa Gus.
Yeah, Compa Chico, we see you up there now.
Yeah.
Chico.
You see
But
it?
yeah, and then pues there was conflicts between them.
Yeah, bro.
wanna talk
I'm
about it?
gonna keep it a buck, bro. I was fucking with him at first. It was all Caesar's boy. Yo lo miraba más como like his boy than my own people. Cool con su familia. No, nothing bad with his OGs, his mom and dad, his sisters too. All respects to them. Pero llegó en un punto cuando ya no quise, tener a Ruben en el grupo sin decirlo. Pero I was acting like I was like, you know, just talking shit. I was like, bro, you low-key buns. Why you singing it like this? And it got to a point where me and him just started like, you know, we trying to box. And I'm like, bro, you could do what the fuck you want to me, but you ain't gonna drop me though. And then it got to a Facebook beef, bro. We was getting like shots getting took. Anytime I would see him, it was just competition, bro. It was.
Hey, but look, at the end of the day, who beat whose ass?
We never got to it. It was just like
there was. Remember the day that he decided to leave? We were playing a free gig for my boy Julio in his backyard, and
the mixer.
No, it wasn't that day. We were playing for him. We were playing Movidas, and my boy Jose, which is the second singer, which I'll get to now. He was there, and we were playing. I forgot what song it was, and then Jose was like, "Hey, bro, can I jump in? I like to sing." And we were like, and Ruben was like,
"Shout out to compa Jose."
Yeah. Ruben was like, "Yeah, come on." So he started just to jam out. He wasn't even like, we weren't even on. It was not planned, none of that. He just wanted to jam out. What song was it?
It was this no fue movida. It was that one song by Los Nuevos Ilegales. Le gustaba cantar esa canción. Yo fui elegante. Yes, he's the one who sung that. You know how he was singing that bitch at the time, bro.
And then Ruben sang like the first half, and then Jose sang the second half.
And it was not the same, bro. It was only not the same.
You saw the difference or what?
Hell yeah!
I think he snatched the mic from him.
Yeah, se lo quitó, güey. Ya todo emperrado, bro. Why was because he did a full song and then they went like half and half. And then after that, bro, you literally see Ruben, and when Jose had the mic kicking rocks, bro, the whole time he was like, man, this nigga, bro.
But he was kicking rocks.
Y luego ya después de allí, I told you after the tocadas, like, bro, I'm not gonna lie, he's the guy. He's the guy. He's the one who should be here.
Like I said, none of this was planned. It was just like he pulled up, wanted to jam, and then was Ruben se agüitó, and that's the day he just left.
But I got a question. So he pulled up to the event, pero cómo se dio? Like, how did you guys know him?
So my boy Jose, which is the second singer, after that day he se integró al grupo, and I've known him my whole life because he's like family friends. We're from like neighbor towns in Mexico. He's actually Carlos' first cousin.
Shout out.
Arriba los Villanueva, chinga su madre.
So we had a good run with Jose, and then
the best run, bro. Those
and
were
then
the days.
Steven the Fridge.
Shout out Steven the Fridge. Yes, sir, my boy. Yeah.
And then eventually, pues, Chona had different plans, and Steven, pues, he never even wanted to do music. We forced him to do it.
Man, that's crazy because, bro, like, I mean,
but look at him now, bro. All the grupos he's already been around. So
that's
been around at the end of the day.
I remember we forced him to join the grupo because we were like, bro, you need to join. And he's like, bro, I don't like this shit.
Yeah, swear to God.
He was always a gamer, huh?
Yeah,
I don't think he was a gamer at the time.
No, he was.
He was a heavy. He still is.
And just long story short, he joined because our first gig we got paid, I think, like $60.
And that was a lot at the time. That's when $60 was $60.
Cada or like just
$60
each
an hour.
Yes.
Oh.
Y ya le gustó cuando miró el dinero.
$60 an hour, bro. So we each made like $20.
Oh.
Wait, what the fuck? I don't remember that.
It was our first gig.
Wait, ni pal gas, güey. Apenas pal
No,
gas.
but you know why? We pulled up to the gig. It was a bautizo, I think. And we told the guy, we were like, bro, like, apenas vamos empezando, no nos sabemos muchas canciones. He's like, usted jálese, viejo. Like,
Listo.
He's like, no hay pedo. Yeah. We show up. He's like, mañanitas. And we looked at each other like, bro, we didn't even know las mañanitas, bro.
Did not know that bitch.
We didn't even know that shit. But shout out.
We figured it out on the spot though.
Shout out to the client because no se agüitó, and the people, the crowd were like
fucking with us.
They were respectful and supporting. Yeah. And pues al final de la tocada le dije, bro, sabes qué, no cobramos nada, like eres el primer cliente, muchas gracias por recibirnos bien.
Yeah.
He's like, aquí les va $20 each. 60.
Wait, pues no está mal for like, no, like just doing your shit, bro.
yeah.
Like,
You're having it
no
for fun,
sabiendo
for
nada,
fun.
bro. $60, bro.
And that's when Steven was like, bro, we get paid for this?
I'm dead. Hey, bro, he buddies over there.
Yeah,
And that-
bro.
And that's when he was like, hell yeah, I'm down.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. Just for the record, the first song that we made him learn was A lo lejos me verán.
Yeah.
Shout out to the
Oh, el de la
compas.
guitarra.
Yeah, el de la guitarra.
Pues then, yeah, Steven joined. Se puso las pilas. He picked up bass like quick. He got really good, really fast. And, pues yeah, we had a run with Chona, Steven. And then,
El grupo paró. It just stopped out of nowhere. No
Yeah,
gig,
we-
no nothing.
How long did it
It
start?
was like 3-4 months.
no,
Oh.
it was less.
It was less.
It was less. So we all decided to just stop for like
Jose
random
been
as
wanted
hell.
to leave though.
Jose. I think he said he wanted to do another group. I think he was gonna do like norteño or I don't know. Don't quote me on that.
Okay, bet.
And he was like, "Hey, bro, I think I'm gonna leave." And no, I said I'm gonna like, "All right, fuck it, I'm gonna leave the grupo." And then Jose is like, "Pues if Caesar leaves, then I'll leave too,
Yeah, he
do
did
my
say
thing."
that.
And then
Oh,
we
damn.
all kind of just went
Bro,
our separate ways.
When I heard that news, bro, I was like, oh my god.
Oh,
Bro, I was a bigger
pain,
fan.
the
I was a
pain.
bigger fan, and I heard that. I was like, no.
Yes,
Just
bro.
like, oh.
When-
That's where I came in. I would start going to the gigs with these guys,
So,
like just jamming.
Yeah, pues yeah. Then eventually Jose met. I think he met Osvaldo and Brian.
I forgot about him. He used to play for Los Alisa as well, right?
Yeah.
Osvaldo?
Yeah.
Tiger?
Yeah.
but they had a
Yep,
group
yep.
called Los
Shout out
Chavalillos or algo así, wasn't it?
Chavalón? No, it's Chaval.
Yeah, they go, Los Chamacos. Whoever said that, Los Chamacos.
Yeah.
So yeah, then Brian and Osvaldo joined, and Jose was like, "Hey, let's run it back." I was like, "Fuck it," and was the reason that we ran it back together was because he lived like damn near down the street from me.
Oh, okay.
So it was just easy, like, hey, link up. And we found Osvaldo and Brian. Pero ellos from the beginning, they were like, hey, you know what? Like, we're going to help you guys out for like a year. And then we got other plans. We were like, that's cool. We respect it. So then, yeah, we had a good run with Osvaldo, Brian, Jose, and me. And then a year later, the time came. And pues they left. They were like, hey, pues, ¿sabes qué? Like, these last couple gigs ya van a ser las últimas.
Pero de buena onda, ¿verdad?
No, yeah, because they told us in the beginning, we were like, yeah, that's cool, bro. Like, no hard feelings. I'm still cool with all of them. Shout out to them, you know.
Shout out to them, yeah.
And la neta me agüité, güey. I was like, fuck, so no
Wait, en
more.
ese momento, ¿qué pensaste, güey? Like, you know, ya se acabó esto.
I was doing music for like 3 years already, and then all of a sudden, nothing. Like, my weekends, I was at home, like, what do I do?
Shit.
And
I
then,
know how you felt like that, bro, yeah.
and then, my boy Jose, he was like, hey, he messages me. He's like, hey, bro. He made it worse. He messaged me. He's like, hey, bro, this grupo is offering me jale right now. Like, to be honest, I need the money. And they said I could start this weekend. And I was like, bro.
Oh, yeah, I remember that, yeah.
I was like, bro, do you, like, handle, like,
Type shit, yeah.
like, it's all good. I respect it. So he did.
At least he told you, bro.
No, yeah.
He didn't really
Like,
have to,
yeah.
though. Yeah, if it was everything done, he didn't have to. But that's a real character trait of him.
No, yeah. So, yeah, shout out to him for that. And he joined Vision, which was Alexis. He's the singer of Rebel now. Shout out to
Shout out
Alexis.
to Rebel, yeah.
Alexis
Danny
been around
and
Christian.
Chris on Armonia. So then he joined them. And to make it worse, I was going through a breakup, bro. So like,
Damn, bro. I know you were going through depression at that time.
Double breakup, my boy.
No
yeah,
manches,
double
bro.
breakup. So Jose would literally, he would text me,
Diabolical.
be like, hey, bro, come to the gigs with us just to chill. And I'm like, nah, bro, I don't want to. He would drag me out the house. Because I was like low-key sad and shit. And pues yeah, they had their run. And ese tiempo, this is how this Isla started. He was
New
like,
Isla?
bro, I got a cousin. His name is Carlos.
But I would come around already. Like,
I already,
Okay, yeah.
But the vision was not there, bro. You can't lie. The vision was not there.
Carlos and Adrian, my brother. For those of you who didn't know, Adrian's my brother, my blood brother. And they were in a band that it just started, Cuerda Azul.
Shout out, compa Chris.
Shout out to Steezy and Cristo.
Steezy. That boy Steezy.
And
yeah.
Chapulín. Ya sabe, viejón. But yeah, Jose was like, hey, hit on my cousin. His name's like, you know him, Carlos. And I'm like, bro, like, respectfully, no, bro. Like, I don't want to.
And
He's like,
said
bro,
he
come
was cool
on.
off that.
He was like, bro, just do it. But I think he was doing it mainly because he felt bad that I was like, you know, sad.
Yeah,
you
él se
know?
fue and he was like, you know, I got somebody else, you know, that can fill in my spot.
Yeah,
Like, you know,
yeah, type shit.
y aquí está
So
el Carlillos.
I kept telling him no. But the main reason was because I was like, what, 21 at the time, 21, 22. And these guys were like 15, 16.
And y'all was some jits.
Bro was not
And
trying
I
to
was
be a
like-
chaperone.
And that was the main reason.
Porque la responsabilidad va a caer entre ti,
I was
güey,
like,
por
bro,
los
like,
videos.
to be honest, like, I love Carlos. Like, that's your little cousin. I know him and my brother, but I don't want to be responsible. Like, worst
Si algo
comes to
pasa
worst,
en
yeah.
el
Like, because you
evento
know
o algo así.
how gigs get, you know.
Yeah.
But eventually, he was like, bro, just try it. And I was like, fuck
Shout out
it. Like,
Betito too. He kind
Shout out Betito.
he did the push. Yeah, he did. So then we were like, you know what? Fuck it. Dile que se jale al rancho and let's jam and see how it goes. And I told my brother, like, hey, come to the ranch. He's like, for what? I was like, just to jam with Carlos. And we get there. My boy Julio was there. We were like, no mames, how the fuck we gonna play without Requinto? So then,
No, but you were Requinto, fool, and that's when Chico was with us for a little bit.
oh yeah, Chico was with us.
Chico was with us for a little bit.
Yeah, Chico was
So
with
we
us
really
also.
started again. We really started again.
Yeah,
Like on some
so-
low key shit or like for
No.
temporada.
He was like
He was
with us,
He was
so
with us for like a month.
I think I
Yeah,
remember.
like we had
So-
like 1 or 2 gigs.
But nomás para ayudar though, like
So-
no real plans.
No, yeah, for real.
it was like for real. Yeah,
then-
like we
but
told him
then
to
you
join.
got-
Oh shit.
So we asked Chico to join us, and he was down. He was with another group at the time. Ejercito. Shout out to the guys.
He left us to join Ejercito.
Yeah. So we asked
Oh,
him. He was let me think about it. He
Pause
ended
right
up-
quick. Why would he actually do that? If y'all like more close, why did he choose Ejercito?
Because at the time his best friend was the Requintista in Ejercito.
Oh shit.
And okay, Ejercito was like kind of like.
And Ejercito,
They was
he
busting.
he kind of
They're
They've always been busting. Even when we started, they were our friendly competition, bro. We were
Yeah.
trying to get up
always
there.
had a
Low
big
key.
name, bro. Shout out
but
to them.
they always have Jale. That's the main reason. And
I get
his,
that.
his best friend was like, hey brother, we got a lot of work. Join us. So Chico told us and we were cool. Like thankfully, you know, to this day, everybody that's been in and out of the grupo, like there's no bad blood. I'm cool with everybody. Thankful for that. And so we get to the rancho and Julio's like, wait, I know somebody.
So I had been hanging out with our boy Lagarto. Shout out to Lagarto.
Shout out, yeah.
Shout
And
out, cuz
I know Jose, we would go to like the little ranchos and shit, and we just jam out. And I tell him all the time, I'm like, bro, you got a fucking skill, dude. And salió que un día he hit me up one day and he's like, hey, bro, like I hit him up, like we were like literally Isla came back together or whatever, and they were looking for a Requintista, and just that bulb sparked in my head. I was like, damn. I was like, I've heard Jose mention that he wants to like take this shit serious, and I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna give him a call. And I texted him. I'm like, hey bro, when you get a chance, call me.
Yeah, my man.
And he called me and I was like, hey bro, like I heard that you want to start something serious. I have this group, bro. He's like, we've been around for a little while. I was like, vente si tratarnos, and if you like it, stay. And he low key at first was like, nah, bro, because he was in a group with his friends.
Like he was in a group with his friends, right?
Jose.
So pretty much this was back in 2020. It was like early months, right? Yeah, like March, I would say, right? And I was previously in another band from Chicago Heights, Los Plebes Asociados. Shout out to my guys,
Oh my
Roscoe,
God.
Daniel,
Plebes Asociados.
and I mean my boy Joel too. But
That's right.
Los plebes.
yeah, so I was with them, and like like things were pretty good with them. Like I was gigging with them, like por un buen rato. Ya teníamos como 2 years probably gigging. Y luego like before that we were like kind of like just jamming, like friends, like type stuff. But it kind of got to a point where I was like, well, I want to like do something a little more serious, like take it serious where people are gonna like practice and stuff like that, So then, pues I would see Julio like yeah, like jam outs or stuff like that, you know, porque lo conocía, like, because of mutuals. Y pues ya le conté, I'm like, hey, dude, like, I'm looking for a grupo, you know, like, if there's a possibility of, you know, like, pues, you know, like, así nomás entre compas, we would, like, say stuff, like, you know, like that, you know?
Entre compas.
Y hoy. Nah, no,
If y'all know, no.
Why are you thinking like that, Sal?
Drop the meme down low.
It's always the new guy.
No,
No,
bro. He always says that. I don't know what the fuck he talking about.
Mike.
it's always the new guy. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my, not the new guy.
No, but pretty much just after that, like, March came around, like I said, and Julio hit me up, and he was like, hey, like, there's an opportunity over here with Los Alisa, like, do you want to try it out?
You know where I found out of him?
Yeah,
You were
yeah,
jamming at
like-
that park with him. You boys posted a video como Vladi or something.
Oh, see, remember when we went to the forest preserve and we're just chilling?
We
and-
was chilling that day. We was supposed to go hiking and shit. But
Yeah.
it never happened. We just said, fuck it, hay que sacar las guitarras.
yeah, we
tocar.
started jamming out,
I saw
so
that video and I was like, damn.
No,
yeah,
bro.
so
What was
we're
your first reaction, bro?
He was like, and I was like, holy shit.
Oh yeah,
Perro, güey.
and that's at the time he likes to play alternate pick. That's when his alternate picking was
No,
starting to
no,
get
al
mastered.
revés.
always done down.
I've done down. Yeah, like I started
South
alternate.
Suburb, no nothing. That's what I meant. what do you even call this fucking finger fucking?
Yo,
Pa' que sepan,
pa' que
chiquitas.
hey, ándale.
I want to pause and say something right there because there's, for those of you who play guitar, who play requinto, you guys know that alternate picking is easier.
It's up and
Once
down.
once you get the technique done, it's easier. Like you could do crazy adornos. But quote me on this: if you play down only, it's 1,000 times harder.
Advice from
Oh,
Caesar.
it is.
Listen up, guys.
My
Listen
dude
up.
beat.
How the
Uh,
fuck does your wrist not hurt when
Especially
you do that shit?
when you're doing adornos like they, and his hand is just going crazy. I'm like, damn.
Güey, como te da un calambre, güey.
I kid
algo.
you not, this dude could probably do a whole song of straight arreglos.
Oh, we know.
Let me tell you.
Oh,
Let me
we
tell you a
know.
little story based on that. It's because when I started playing guitar, like he mentioned that we had like a mutual cousin, Tavo, and he like let me borrow a guitar. So when I first started, like I didn't know like you played guitar like up and down. You know, I just thought, oh, you just pick down. You know, like
That's what I've been doing.
so
my whole
like
life,
yeah,
too.
like so I pretty much just thought like okay, like this is the technique. You know, like cool. You know, and then from there like I've been playing for 8 years now. So like my first, I would say 5 years, 6 years, it's been straight down. Up until like the last 2 years, like I learned how to like actually like get into alternating, which is like how you said, it's once you get the technique, oh dude, it opens up a whole new world of possibilities.
Oh
you
my
know?
god.
Sheesh.
Yeah. But look, okay, so
let me know, gang.
I got this
I'm trying to go to
Viado.
Narnia too.
Yeah, but pretty much so like, they hit me up. Like I said, he hit me up. Yeah, it's a jam. Yeah, so we went to the rancho right there, Betiro's Rancho, and
Shout out compa Betito.
it took me like what, like we did 3 jam outs, right?
No, so it was 3. He said it was 3 practices,
Yeah.
and then
Oh, give
he
me
was
my-
like, it was 3 practices that we did, and then low key, I was telling Caesar, I was like, man, I don't think he's gonna join, bro, because he hasn't said nothing.
Because he
Oh
was
No,
my
Jose,
God.
yeah.
Because he was
But
ready
it's
to
like
die.
that.
and,
bien quieto, güey.
and then Jose was like, let me think about it, and I'll let you guys know. And then I remember Jose ended up texting us that day. He texted Julio, and I think he said, you know what? He's like, let's get it. He's like, I'm ready. Let's do it. Like, I'm down. I'm gonna join. But funny thing,
the
that
hell?
day, we recorded Chino de Chicago. That's the first time we got to. It was one of the
Yeah,
practices.
he got evidence.
It's on YouTube still.
Yeah, it's on YouTube. Yeah.
Off the Behringer?
Sus favoritos, mi compa José, mi compa César, mi compa Ariel.
Why is your voice so high?
Chicago, mi compa.
Hey, he was legit at the time. He was Carlillo. Perro.
Que soy hasta Michoacán, mijito.
Damn, you sound hella
Wait.
Wait, I'm not gonna lie. Carlos, you changed a lot, bro. I'm not gonna lie from when you started. A ver.
¿Cómo no va a ser valiente?
Oh, yeah, bro. Yep. You did it.
I'm not gonna lie, güey. Puedes pasar como Alvin y los Chipmunks.
Bro, that's part of the process, bro.
Yeah, that's what I remember seeing you, bro. Nah, younger than that.
No, but yeah, he texted.
I'm dead. Not him exposing you like that.
He texted because he told us like, give me some time to think about it, and literally like an hour later, we were still at the rancho and he left. Julio was like, bro, he texted me that he's down. I'm like, nah, you're playing. He's like, dead ass. And we were like, oh shit, pues let's get it.
But hold on, I want to add to this because I feel like they finally wrapped that part up. So, ironically, he's been around Los Alisa for a fat minute too. Because when we were still with Ruben, una vez he wanted to jam, lo invitamos. Más bien, yeah, yo te invité, güey.
Actually, no, you.
He helped us at a gig. Let me see. He helped us at a gig at the church.
Oh yeah. Because
So
I wasn't. You wasn't gonna go.
No. You didn't go.
I didn't go either.
So
No, you didn't go. So
He was Requinto.
It was just me. Yeah, like I did Armonia pretty much that day. It was yeah. So like I remember that you told me that you needed help like was for a gig.
Okay, yeah.
And then we went to
we
we went to Ruben's garage to practice.
Yes.
I still have a video from that day.
El Cayetano was up there too. Some other weird ass nigga. Fucking yeah, that was the day. I'm not gonna lie, and I'm not talking shit. I remember seeing you, bro. I was staring. I want to see how you was riding with him because he was still jamming out. Andaba requinteando, and then no sé, era entre roller coaster emotions. Como que andabas un poco aguitado, dicen like, damn, this dude snapped. Like,
but the crazy part is, he had been playing it. I had been playing guitar for like 3 years more than him. He had just started Requinto, and he was already
the next Ariel Camacho.
Like he was already super advanced.
yeah. I have a question. So when did you? So
On the Oscar Schmidt. On the Oscar Schmidt.
Damn.
A bullshit ass guitar.
Hey, quick.
Shout out to that little guitar though. I ain't gonna lie because they got me through some.
No, go ahead.
Man, those guitars, man, they got me through some tough times. But
You know how much force he had to go against to get that wrist he got? Now I know how.
Because I ain't gonna lie, I didn't like at first I didn't know like about like calibrating guitars, so I was just like, oh, like let me just, and then I would put 1152s on them too. No, like
action like this and shit.
like así nomás. And
The
then
action.
I started getting into like like no, actually like leveling them and stuff. And instead of sanding down the bridge, I would actually just sand down like little slits to make the dude, it was just a lot of like experimenting, a lot of
bro literally.
No, actually, I think
calibration.
Roscoe has it at his house. I haven't seen it in like 6 years or like for like 5 years, something like that.
Ya está toda enlamada, güey.
I have a question for you guys. So I know you started with Requinto, but when was it? When did you guys change? Like since you played Requinto.
Low key, that is a good question. When was the switch up official?
Tocas Adorno ahora.
When César Barajas dijo ya no se requintea más.
No, when I realized that I was like, nah, Requinteano's not for me, was when Chico was with us.
Merge.
Chico, when he helped us for like 2 or 3 gigs, and I was like, nah, bro, this ain't for me. Like, I'm decent, but like 1 to 10, I'm probably like a 3.
That's this way or
no, I was just straight up. And then when he came to the jam session,
We were still beginners though, but yeah.
when he came to the jam session at the rancho, I think I tried one song at Requinto, and then I was like, you try. And we were both using 12 strings at the time, and I was like, nah. You know what? I'm gonna stick to armonía, and I'm gonna focus on segundas.
Type shit.
Le fue bien al compa Caesar,
And then
le echa ganas.
And then we just, we clicked right away.
Yeah, it was cool, dude. Like I had said, like it was at first I like thought about it. I'm like, you know what, like let me take the 3 practices, porque you can't just jump the gun, like right away the first practice. And then the second practice, like no vaya a ser que like one of these guys is having a bad day and then now the practice is not good, right? So I'm like, let me give it a third practice. Yeah. Type stuff. And then nah, dude, every single practice, even from the first one, like it was cool. Like I remember we did like a practice in your basement, right? Yeah, like when everyone was there, pues, and dude, it was cool. Like,
so from there on, would you say that's when the chemistry started? Or when, from there?
Yeah, cause like, a ver, go ahead. Yeah.
Compa Julio, Chulio.
Like to be honest, when Jose was trying to decide, I told Caesar right away. I was like, bro, since the first jam session, it sounded like you guys had been together for years, cause todos estaban acoplados. Like there was no little where he's off or it sounded natural. It sounded natural for it being the first time they meet. It sounded natural, like they had been playing for at least a year.
It was like butter chicken. Huh?
Yeah, but it was the first day.
I do want to add something to that. A lot of people don't know because it's still like a podcast about like the in-depth of music. We've all been around each other. There's the jits, bro. I've known this dude since he's been in diapers, bro. what I'm trying to say is que de la manera que la música trabaja aquí en Chicago trabaja in miraculous ways. It's either where you guys are from, as far as like you got South Side, West Side, North Side, and the sides of Chicago. There's different sounds and there's different estilos. And I feel like what he's saying is real realistic and true, because the way I know I play, I know how he plays, and he knows how I play. He knows how he plays. He knows how everybody plays, and we all learn from each other. But this is like our group right here. It's not about the Los Alisa aspects, that we figured this shit around each other. So yes, that's how I'm gonna validate that comment, is because we've all been around each other at one point for a good exposure and good observations. That is something that I could see happening with, as long as other people get the same type of experience.
Because look, I feel like now, like you guys like, I've seen a lot of grupos. We've made comments before on, like, you know, the other podcasts we've done. But a lot of the grupos back in the day, I don't know about today, but it feels like they just go to the gigs and just play. Y así, güey. But like, low-key, you guys are family, though. Like, that's why I like seeing about you guys, que no es lo más amigos, es más que amigos, es familia, güey. And you guys hang out afterwards, and that's how you get the chemistry, you know what I mean?
And that also explains por qué se siente chingón when you meet somebody new, o a nueva agrupación, y tocas con ellos, and be like, oh shit, they low-key, like, they play how I like to hear the music. Like, they actually got their own thing going on, but I know I can be part of that. Es lo bonito que así, when you got the people that think like you, play like you, se siente mucho más mejor the jam out, la ayuda, the cover up, as long as you know that la música te habla a ti. Not everybody's music talks. There's some music that does the shit that it has to do, is get people lit, get el ambiente going, but not everyone makes you like remember the next day or years later and shit like that.
Pues yeah, I agree with everything you guys said. And well, pues to get to where we are now, so we were with each other for 5 years. 5 years, yeah. We learned a lot, like Chona said, we learned a lot from each other. I don't know a lot about singing, but in high school I took 1 year of singing classes, and the little things that I learned from there, like I would try to help out Carlos. And that's one thing I like about our grupo, is we tell each other straight up, like, hey, you need to work on this, or like we take constructive criticism like serious, y no nos agüitamos. Yeah, because at the end of the day, we're all a group, we're all one unit. So if it's for the better of the group, and honestly, who wants to pay a grupo 600 plus the hour to not sound good, you know?
Yeah.
Shout out a la raza de Eisenhower.
So then recently we thought we were it was just like basic talks, like, oh, we should add something, something.
I know where this is going.
We should add something.
Where might this go?
Carlos wanted tuba.
No, tuba's cooked, bro.
Input on that, bro?
Well, we were in the talks of like getting something new to like bring the group up to like just implement new instruments in the group. And I always like tuba, bro. They like the ambiente. We're like an ambiente group. Like, we get to the party, we get to the gig, whatever. And we like to move. We like to like get people in, like interact with them.
Y se nota en los eventos, güey. Everybody, you guys en caliente así, güey.
Yeah, siempre se nota, güey. You guys don't miss with that.
We're gonna start a choreography soon for the gigs.
Oh, hell. Hey, you know what's a good song?
Sale el pasito perrón, güey. A ver.
You know what's a good song? Like, I know he's joking around, but a good song to do, and I've seen it a couple on TikTok, is that one song that goes, ¿Cuánto vales ahora?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Es the motherfucker that's in el pasito, ¿sí?
Hacemos de todo.
Y toda la vuelta y...
Set up fat. You set up fat.
Oh, my God.
Going back to the... Yeah, I really go, like how we're saying, we're the ambiente type of group. Like, we like to interact and stuff. Because the tuba helps you out, bro. I mean, a lot of people just like to hear that shit in your ear. Like,
I agree. A tuba is badass. Mi respetos para los tuberos, porque I tried playing the fucking...
Not everybody can do it, bro.
I tried that shit once, and no creo.
That's why there's only a handful, bro. And like, this dude's a beast at bass. Like, imagine like some tuba bass transitions. Oh my god,
that would be badass, bro.
But
I mean, it's hard. It's hard to get a...
And like, in the contrary, I told him, I was like, bro, we gotta adapt
to modern times,
to what's going on now. I was like, to be honest, tuba sounds good. I agree with you, but it's not what's hitting right now. And a lot of the corridos that are popping are tolo, and And just recently, I don't know if you guys noticed, but bass too. Bass is popping now, and tuba's not really.
There's literally like a new bass player coming out every month.
It's different if you hear a grupo norteño with tuba. It sounds fire, como estilo Calibre 50.
Ándale, güey, yeah.
But and the sirreno is kind of dying out. But I was like, this guy pulled up the other day after Harry's the gig. We went to Jose's to jam out. I was like, I don't really know him.
You already knew him. Well, I mean, yeah, we
kind of. I didn't know him.
Nah, story on that.
Oh, go.
That's where my boy comes.
Go ahead, yeah. Salva, compa Salva.
Compa Salva.
I'm coming after Carlos, cause.
Oh my.
Oh shit.
Cause I remember when I was first starting Tolo right there at the Boulevard, was like it's a family friends that own it, so it was a party right there. Shout out to them, Shout out to the Isla family. My dad, he was lit as hell, so he's like, Panzón, cause that's what they call me, Panzón. They're like, Besa al Tolo, Besa al Tolo. And then like Huevo wanted me to play, and I don't want to I didn't want to interrupt you. So I was like, no, yeah.
Bro, so it stuck with you, huh?
Yeah,
this is juicy.
Yeah, and then what's it called? And then I was like, bro, I was like hella excited. I'm like, bro, this is like my first couple months playing on Tolo, yeah. And then. Yeah, I was.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Hey, yo, pause.
That's when I had first started.
But he just started.
Yeah. You on that?
Hey, bro, but like hey, Salva, but when you started off, what was your reaction? Like you were geeking, like how
when my dad brung out. Oh yeah, I was like, cause I would always see them like my friends' parties and stuff like that. I'd be like, damn, that's sick, right? So I was like, damn, I'm down to we were jamming right there. And then after I had recorded like a video for them and I sent it to Adrian and Carlos, bro, they both left me on red, bro. They were on that. They both left me on red.
He said,
rocks, brother.
Sorry, bro.
They did. And I recorded a whole pancake video for them. It was
I got something to add to that. So, this was recent. We played at Harry's. It's a local bar, and he was in the crowd, and Carlos came up to me before we started playing. This was recent, like in winter.
It's like 3 months ago, fool.
And
bro, we're in the 6th month, bro. We're in the 6th month.
It was like in February, like 4 months ago. So he was like, hey, this guy Sal wants to hop on Tolo with us. And I told him straight up, I was like, bro, like I don't know.
We've done that before, bro.
I was like, I don't know who. I was like, bro, like I don't even know him like that. Like he's never played with us.
He was like, is he good?
I was like,
that's a very Caesar thing of him to say.
Yeah. What you thought? You thought him like playing in? He was in the fuck of the transition you guys had, or what?
Yeah, because to be honest, we do have a chemistry and like we have our own language.
Because at first we were like kind of buns.
We don't.
We build it.
I don't know if you guys ever get the chance to see us live. Like we like to keep it going.
Yeah.
And we have this like a sign language that we do, and it's something that only we
and
understand.
A secret language too, bro.
Like I'll tell them like the hand signal. I'll tell them the hand signal, and they already know what I mean.
Oh, for real? I think I know one of the signals. What does this mean?
Hey,
bro, bullshit. I should have said that, bro. They beat me to it. He was the first one to.
Hey, how does it go, Adrian? Show us.
Oh my god, bro! I feel like no matter what little lingo he has, he's always the one that says it the best.
I'm not always Adrian, at eventos, who's the most lit is here?
Low key, yeah.
What do you mean by lit? Like lit or like
low key? I'm not gonna lie. If you guys remember, I had Los Alisa for my birthday last year. And that shit was a banger, East Side banger. I'm not gonna lie. I think it was either Carlos. Adrian, y'all were like into the crowd. You're bailando.
Oh my god,
that's what I mean, bro. We like to do that.
Yeah, low key.
Like to just show up. Who likes to show up the most? Entre todos, who likes to show up the most? Well, low key, no, it's this dude. It's this dude, cause he be getting on his knee going. Hey, he be doing it behind the back and shit. Behind the back and shit.
He be doing the.
He be like,
oh yeah, he does it with the lengua.
He be doing the Travis Scott and shit.
You on that?
Wait, a ver, saca la lengua como la traes.
Hey, Jose,
saca la lengua como la traes. Toda rasposa ya.
No, hell no.
Bro, this dude be playing with his tongue, bro.
I be playing with my tongue sometimes. No, for real.
Hey, pa todas las morras que sepan, he play with chocolate too. Oh my god.
You on that?
Hey, you just gonna let him glaze your lip?
I'm gonna tell him at the buffet to not let you.
Oh shit!
I'm gonna tell him to revoke your card at the buffet.
Not the membership, not the buffet membership. Hey,
Yo.
No, but Yeah, go ahead.
How do the bottom strings taste like?
A limón.
Pues ya después de unos cuantos shots, shit.
No mames.
Like,
Oh, go.
I'm sorry, Taylor. You remember COVID year? I don't have it though. I gotta find it. I have hella pictures of my shit. Remember COVID year at your house, the big ass party that they had, that you guys had?
Oh, for Steven's birthday bash.
Steven B-Day bash.
He was there. Everybody was there.
Bro, if you was not at my brother's birthday bash, bro,
Everybody was there.
Everybody
got COVID from that.
that had nothing to do with us. That had to do with your dirty ass.
Had it first and he
I never got COVID. I never got COVID. Never got COVID. Never got COVID.
The point is, that day, I know Jose was drunk as fuck. drunk, bro. Drunk. And you know how people slap the dollars on the tuba?
Yeah.
But you obviously like put like you wet it with like beer or like water, whatever.
Type shit.
Jose was like, he couldn't find water or nothing, so he went like, he slapped that bitch on the tuba. Bro, he was like, he slapped that bitch on it, bro.
Nigga on the
what? I actually did I tested myself like that week, and I actually didn't catch COVID.
Hey,
Bro, that was a
dirty
fucking
ass
vaccine,
dollar, nigga.
Huh?
That was a vaccine.
Es que ya andaba bien I was immune to my.
Hey, bro got 3 vaccines.
No, yeah, for
That
real.
was immunity for life.
Hey, bro.
Yes, bro.
So you're a superhuman.
Para que vean, gente, lo que hace el alcohol, no tomen.
No es bueno.
Y si van a
No,
tomar,
but that was a good
invite.
day, though. It was a really good birthday bash for Steven.
Hell yeah, bro.
Like,
Hey, you know what's crazy? Just quick side comment. I'm gonna make this so fast. So that party, bro, was only supposed to have 5 people.
Oh,
Just 5 people.
And it,
How many
bro, I
people
swear,
there?
no, it was
Bro,
packed, bro.
Listen.
It was a full house.
I'm gonna tell you who was gonna be the 5. It was supposed to be my mom and dad, my tío and tía, and her daughter. And then one day, I told Steven, I was like, hey, bro, I'm not gonna lie, because we never throw parties at the crib, and our parents don't let us throw parties. We was like, bro, I ain't gonna lie, let's just leak Addy, bro. Leak Addy. We literally let people share for one fucking day. And then I'm like, nigga, I'm gonna even make a whole fucking Snapchat filter because he said Steven's birthday bash y todo el rollo, güey. I had people coming from fucking Elgin. I never met a day in my life. From Rockford, bro. From Belvedere. From, you name that shit out there.
Yo!
Who the fuck?
Chill, bitch.
Hey, it's okay. Show to the camera if you want.
Next,
Damn, that's crazy.
we on that?
Bro,
Cálmense,
got the
all this
shit. He on that.
Oh
Why
my
he on that?
god.
Chill with the
Why
memes.
lie?
Chill with the memes.
Hey, they're starting to get into a
Chill with the
meme war
memes.
over here.
Oh my. Yeah, I can see them. They both
getting real
flipping through
zesty
this
out here,
shit.
bro. I'm not
But it's
gonna-
cool. Look, I just want to say one thing real
Wait,
quick
bro.
because since he exposed me,
Yep.
this guy right here is the one that he knows every bathroom from every client.
Yo,
There's not.
way.
Te
dicen el cacas? El cacas?
You know,
Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's always the bass players too.
low key. Yeah, cause this guy over here. También.
Yeah, at least like 2-3 times a day for sure. Yeah.
Oh man.
I do. You on that?
Hey, so what other memberships you got at other buffets, bro? Let us know.
Not just that one, bro. I only fuck with that one, to be honest. And
Right.
Golden Corral, Golden Ticket, you
$3.90,
know.
Golden ticket at Golden
390. Oh
Corral.
my.
That shit's crazy as hell.
No.
But get back to you, gang. ¿Cómo te encontraron? ¿Cómo ya se hizo todo? They tried you out a couple times. Who made it happen?
So look,
Hold on,
how it
please.
started is like it was Caesar that was hitting me up the whole time. But so how it happened is my boy Hera, he was with the helping Elocuencia at the time at Harry's, and Isla was also playing. So I pulled up. I didn't have no gigs, so I was like, yeah, I pulled up, bam. And then Carlos comes up to me. He's like, bro, hop on Tolo.
just
And-
fucking around though, to make a conversation. And shit.
Yeah, and then I was
Wow.
like, yeah,
Almost
he on that.
went on that.
And I was like, I'm down, but I don't got a cable, you know. And he's like, bring it. I was like, oh, just make sure you have a cable, so I don't go all the way to go bring it. And there's no cable. And then he's like, nah, we don't got a cable, this and that. And I was like, oh, pues it's chilling, right? And yeah, we were there chilling, and then yeah, pasó oh yeah, after they had asked me to jam, and it was at Jose's. And then pues yeah, we were there jamming. I don't know what I was doing. I was low-key lit as hell.
Oh my.
And then yeah, después de ahí, yeah, like no se hizo nada. And then randomly for Caesar had hit me up randomly late as fuck too. Late as notice. Okay, what's it called? He's like, hey bro, you wanna come record some en vivos with us? And I was like barely getting out of work, and I was like, yeah, I'm down. And he's like, yeah, so we're gonna record en vivos, and then I wanna talk to you about something. Y pues I already knew what was up. So me baño, I pick up my boy Irv, shout out Irv. And
Shout out.
yeah. Kev. And yeah, I pick them up, and then yeah, we do the videos, and then yeah, after is when they start talking to me about everything. And that's
at that moment. What did you were like, damn, like you were thinking about it for a minute, or it was just like at that moment.
Low key, pues, like as soon as I left, like I was like, damn, bro, like, because I already had my mind made up, and then I was talking to my dad, and he's like, no, pensalo unos días, and this and that. So it took me like, I asked Caesar a bunch of questions y todo, and then it took me like 3-4 days, and then I told him, I was like, yeah, bro, I'm down. Y pues ya se hizo desde ahí.
I'm not gonna lie, they going at, they about to go at it right now.
They about to go.
Hey, so I got the gloves. Who wanna run it?
I'm trying to find the
Nah, and that's.
No way, he's looking for that still.
But yeah, so for those of you who don't know, the first time we didn't even practice, nothing. First time he played with us was the day we recorded Me Jalo and Tres Botellas. They were lives.
Both bangers.
And those were all lives. No,
that Tres Botellas, that's my favorite. That's
there
the
was
best one I got
blasting
right
that shit
now.
earlier.
those was straight lives, like no patching, no nothing. Así, raw.
Mike.
My bad. I didn't even play those songs. Before that, I was in a norteño. I didn't even play those songs. Like, I didn't play no like new music. So to be honest, they're the ones that got me into all that.
I was about to say, pero si te gusta. Oh.
Yeah, no, I did like listen to it, but I never like playing it. You know, I never see myself like playing it like that. So shout out.
¿De dónde viene tu background así como más clasicona?
To be honest, I think it's because the first group that I started with, it was me, my little brother, and then my boy named Alan. We had a group, and then we always, I guess, his steals always like corridos, you know, original corridos. So that's what we were playing and stuff like that.
Respect.
Yeah.
Shout out para la familia.
Arriba Durango. Corona. Arriba tu familia Corona, compa.
So quiero incluir al compa Carlos right quick. I know Adrian también puede hablar porque fue algo entre ellos. What happened with Cuerda Azul? Like, there was no official, like, goodbye with, like, info. How that shit ended up ending? I know, obviously, you guys know because you guys been around the thing the whole
It was the
time.
same day that you guys was like, fuck it, we're gonna, and then go
So-
Los Alisa, or?
No,
It was.
we were in the band. Shout out to Cristo, Steezy. They told us, Caesar told us if we wanted to join, and pues, me and Carlos, that's when me and Carlos were like talking about.
Nah,
it.
but we were all beginners, bro. It was like.
No, but
it was
yeah,
just
we were
something
barely
like-
starting, bro. Like,
I didn't know shit about music, bro.
like
Like
me and Carlos been together
since.
since the start. Like, we
So
didn't know
just-
shit like from where we started.
He didn't know the bass. Nothing.
I didn't know
He
bass.
the
I didn't know. I wanted to play originally requinto or just guitar in general in the band, but nobody knew how to play bass, and bro, I literally didn't know
So,
shit. I
¿cómo
was
te
like-
jalaste, way? Like, just to play bass? How long did it take you?
I was mad as
Where'd you
fuck. I
learn?
ain't gonna lie, bro. I was mad as fuck. That I had to play
word.
bass. I was like,
Well,
what the
it was
fuck, bro?
Steezy on requinto, and then my boy Cristo on armonía, and then him on bass.
They
but
told me they're like,
he
you're
was-
gonna play bass.
He had
And
we
I'm
had a requinto and then 2 guitars. They're like, he gotta go on bass.
No,
Hey, bro, mad as hell.
No, it's true because él agarraba when we used to go to Caesar's house, el requinto de Cesar, and he said, hey, bro, look what I learned.
Shout out to Steven. He taught me El Manicero on the guitar. That's the first thing I
This
learned.
nigga, bro, oh my god.
Out of everything, El Manicero.
That's what I'm saying. Let me give you your flowers, bro. Shout out to the Manicero, bro. Hell yeah, all the way.
But yeah,
we were there for like 6 months. And
around there,
I don't know, bro. We were young. We were like, damn.
still in high
And then
school.
it was more for me, at least. It was like, damn. It's like Los de la Isla. I could join Los de la Isla. Like, I would like glaze them. I would like, damn.
Como que suena mejor, ¿verdad?
I would go with them and shit like that. Like, I would be like, hell yeah, this shit decent. And like, he was a little bit more experienced for me, and I was like, damn, maybe I could learn a couple things from him, you know? Because at the time, we were all fucking beginners, bro. And I give props to Steezy.
But I'm not gonna lie, y'all had a good run, bro. I didn't get the chance to see y'all too often, but I'll never forget. I think that was your house, wasn't it?
No, it's
It was
Cristo.
Brian, I think it was
Wait,
Brian,
where?
Brian's house.
Where?
When you guys pulled up, I think.
No, it was not Brian's house. I know when it's Brian's house.
Or my house.
The
maybe,
house
our
that's in
first-
front of us there where La Sirena
It was,
is.
yeah, it was
That
your
was
house.
our first gig right there.
yeah.
That was your first gig?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, cause y'all
Damn.
pulled up afterwards. Okay. I'm gonna take y'all back to that moment. So it was me and El Compa Axel. Shout out to Compa Axel. We pulled
Shout out
up.
Axel.
Y'all had that bitch packed deep as fuck, bro. There was hella huz, young huz, but there was hella huz up there, bro. All I remember, I just kept seeing a bunch of hey. And I went up to him. Wasn't it raining that day or something like that? No, it was just cold as fuck. It was some
Yeah.
shitty ass weather. And luego, you know, that's what I said what's up to all the guys. Shout out to Compa Steezy. He was going crazy on the Requinto. And that's when Steezy was, like, you know, really figuring it out. The only thing I will say que ustedes en el tiempo no tenían, you guys did not have the communication and there was minimal chemistry. Y'all guys knew each other, and that was probably the only chemistry you guys got. Because uno se le juega la onda de aquí allí.
I remember I used to tell Carlos, it's because how it started with Cuerda is me, Carlos, Cristo, and Angel we had lunch together in high school.
Mm-hmm.
And we always sat in the same table, and Steezy was learning guitar on his own. Like
But he knew what he was talking about, though. Él sí sabía de la música, güey.
No, he was barely starting, bro.
No, but
he had like something.
He already knew.
I would literally watch how he would tell y'all about y'all fuck this up and fuck that up, but he was not capping that one time.
So I kept telling him, like, let's just start a grupo, and they always say, nah. Bro, it took me like 4 or 5 times.
Bro, white cap. I started for the money. I was like, bro, I can have fun and get paid. Give me that shit.
All
So
day.
it's like,
All day.
Nothing wrong with that, bro. I mean, shit's quick bread.
No wrong with
I
that.
never thought of like
Get to a level.
like, oh, I want to be there. Like, you feel me? Like, I want to take it serious. I was like, man, I could get paid and shit. And it wasn't until like 2 years ago, but
it took me like 4 or 5 times to convince them, and they're like, finally, like, fuck it. So we got together, and then we just started the band. We didn't know shit.
gigs. But yeah,
Like I said, I didn't want to play bass. I was mad as fuck. I ended up playing bass. Shout out to my dad. He bought me my first bass and my little amp. I still have it. But I ended up playing bass, and Caesar told us, he's like, do we want to join? And I was like, pues, it's my brother, you know, why not? I was like,
hell yeah.
I always looked up to them too. Los Alisa to y'all. And I was like, hell yeah.
Much
I
love,
told
bro.
Carlos, I was like, hey, to be honest, I'm going to go with, you know. I'm going to go with them.
At the end of the day, that's your brother, you know.
Yeah, it's
so
my
like,
brother, so
Yeah.
no bad blood with them. With Steezy or Angel, but it was like, my brother, you know, I'd rather be with my
family
brother.
comes
you know?
first.
Yeah.
Type shit,
No, but algo pasan las cosas. I mean, like,
Yeah.
Steve's over there rocking the road.
Bro, Steezy has been around too, bro.
Yeah.
I would never expect it, bro, either. I think I wasn't until I seen him one time with El Malo. I'm like, stop capping, bro. You're literally here with El Malo right now. Not in a bad way, but it's like, damn, you're really up there and shit. Like, that's a good agrupación, especially when they have the charchetas. My fucking favorite, bro. My fucking favorite.
Todo pasa por algo, you know. Everybody goes their ways, you know. I mean, at the end of the day, there's no bad blood with nobody, but you know, you guys are who you are because of the decisions you guys made.
The beautiful thing about Los Alisa in general, bro, for everybody here, los que, you know, en un tiempo eran, mucho talentazo has been in and out of Los de la Isla, whether it's for the weeks, the temporary. A lot of people low-key from Los de la Isla have now been faces for the grupos. Y'all know him. You got Chico, you got Osvaldo, you got compa Brian, and Brian been everywhere too. Él también tiene his fair share of experience.
Yeah.
Y también the time con Jalón a Sawa. Y'all was with Sawa for a minute too.
He was just helping them gig, like because I have another job, so whenever I couldn't go, he would hop on Armonía, right?
Yeah, I seen him at Caliente one time.
Yeah.
Andaba ahí con el compa Memo when he still had
Shout out Sawa.
Yeah.
Shout out Sawa in 312.
That's right.
Pues
yeah.
What I want to ask now, ya que sabemos, you know, cómo toda la agrupación pasó, all the background stories, the modern day changes. So, obviously, a lot of people follow La Isla. You guys got good following. What you guys had, like 5K, 6K followers now?
48.
They got a whole
48.
fan base on Instagram.
48?
4,800.
Oh, I'm about to say K. God
No.
damn.
Oh, where's bro? One day.
One day, yeah, primero Dios.
You guys built up that fan base.
4,800, all organic followers.
Yes, organic as
Fire,
fuck.
bro.
Organic
Como
as
debe
fuck.
ser.
So, what we trying to figure out, you know, ya lo que ya está con los de la Isla está en el YouTube, todas las plataformas digitales. ¿Qué es lo que los de la Isla got in the vault right now? What's gonna come in the next couple of weeks? And by the end of the year, what you guys got, man? Where's the juice at?
When's the next album?
Yeah, when's the next album? Y'all low-key been dragging, bro.
We just finished it.
Oh, shit.
It's
ASAP.
Oh, yeah, y'all been in the studio with DNR.
It's not an album. It's a small EP.
¿Cuántas canciones?
There's 6 songs.
3 new ones. 3 new ones. No, 4 new ones. And me jalo and 3 botellas.
Tres botellas, that's fine.
Pero I got a question. So like, ¿hay unos originales or is it just like?
Yeah,
So
he said 4.
So the EP,
That's EP.
is all covers.
All
Okay,
lives,
okay.
yeah.
So we did like some experimenting too. Something we've been wanting to do for a minute. We experimented with the EP 2 songs. So I'm gonna name all the songs first. So it's Me Jalo,
Oh shit.
Tres Botellas,
Yeah.
Se Volvieron Locos,
Okay.
I don't need that.
and then the 2 that we experimented with is 5 songs. It was Clave Ali,
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
fire if you know, bro, if you know.
Another Junior H.
Clave Ali, Junior H, and Días Nublados.
Damn, they brought back the OG songs.
Yeah, bro.
That's fire.
They're taking
But-
us
That's
back.
fire.
Bro, when I tell you those songs, bro.
Go ahead.
When I tell you, bro, I don't care what anyone says, bro. But these fucking songs, bro, fucking fire.
Otro pedo?
Yeah, bro. Like, I tell them, like, I be telling Caesar, like, como Jordan. You know, I like it by Junior H, and you have all these covers, but no one will top Los de la Isla's cover.
If you know, you know, bro.
Like,
If you
like,
know,
bro,
you know.
that como Jordan,
Yeah.
bro.
If y'all haven't followed or listened to any of their music, their music is on Apple Music, Spotify,
YouTube.
¿Qué más, compa?
Everything, YouTube music, sound.
Everything. Stream that shit right now. If you're not listening to that, I don't know what you guys doing with your life.
Most of them are covers, but we'll get to the
Yeah.
reasons right now. So we experimented with Días Nublados and Clave Ali. So every song that you hear, well, most of them are on 440, right?
Yeah, 440.
440 hertz. So it's like what you hear normally.
It's a normal frequency.
It's normal frequency, like standard frequency. But for those two songs, we lowered it to 332. 432.
432 hertz.
So what that means is it's gonna sound normal to you guys, but let's say you pick up your guitar and you're trying to play along with it, you're not gonna be able to because
You're still in standard.
because our guitars and the tolo, everything is tuned differently.
Okay.
Bro, what the fuck?
Oh, damn, I'm looking kind of interested in that. That sounds interesting, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Bro, what the fuck? They're literally messing with the space-time continuum in these
They
fucking
finessing
EP
the
tracks.
system
What the hell
that's all
going
it is.
on?
Like, it's to make you guys feel
Mike.
Look, I'm a play you like the first 10 seconds of Clave Ali.
Snippet, way.
Whose idea was that with the whole Hertz shit?
All of us.
So I already know it's a banger, bro. I already know that album's gonna be a banger.
I don't know if y'all can hear, but
Hey, y'all got reverb on that?
No, it's all live.
The fuck?
it gets like a little.
But Ruben makes it sound nice, bro.
Yeah, I'm about to say got a ring to it.
Y'all
You
snapping,
you
bro.
heard it right away.
Shout out Ruben.
Hey, no, I need those
Shout
10
out
seconds
Greenbox.
again. I need those 10 seconds again.
Hey, you said what?
Well, yeah, before anything, I do want to say shout out Ruben for always making
Ruben,
sure our
ACAB.
stuff is amazing. ACAB too for always
Ruben
making
shoots.
making us look great. Toda it's the Dreambox Empresa too, DNR.
Shout out
But,
DNR.
Are you guys
like,
still signed to DNR?
Yeah.
well, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
just making sure. Just making sure.
But like to add on, like kind of like what he said right now, like those tracks, the ones that we experimented with, they were just last minute songs too. Like we chose on the spot right there.
All those songs on the EP were last.
Yeah, like literally we were there in at the studio and we're like, what do we do? You know, like let's. And then pues I thought about Clave Ali. I just started playing a little piece like, "Na, na, 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 na," and he was like, hey, what song is that?
Oh my god.
Y pues ya de repente pues ahí we're.
Fire.
I didn't even know that song, bro.
Hazte, güey, oye.
Y luego real quick, just to add on, we Maito was actually on the recording.
El Mayito.
Yeah, shout out Maito. He was
Maito.
recording that day for us. Like he was actually mixing and mastering también. And
Hey, remember we used to call Steven Mayito?
Hey, ¿de dónde salió el apodo?
For Steven?
Yeah.
He gave it to him.
Oh, word?
I don't even know how.
Yeah, bro, just fucking calling him Compa
El
Mayito.
Mayito.
I was like, just fucking around like Mayito, and he's like, who, me? I'm like,
Oh yeah, that's how he always be doing. He'll call somebody out their name and then be like, "You talking about me?" And they just stuck.
and we just
Bro,
Mayito.
he used to call him Mayito too, bro. Fucking Chulo used to love saying that shit. He like, "Ha, ¿qué tal Mayito?"
Well, I'm gonna play you guys the end of the Requita. I'm telling you, bro. Like, believe it or not, like all the songs on the EP where we did not practice them, they were all on the spot.
That's crazy.
they're what like
One take, one take,
Yeah, that
Oh
for me,
shit.
all one
Damn,
take,
that's crazy that you
Los
guys
Alisa
did.
is a one
Just
take
run
group.
is crazy.
one take, and
For
you
the
could
most
tell
part, all our
you.
recordings are one take.
Yeah, most of our recordings are one.
So if you see a tweet,
Perdón.
We like to we like to do it that way because it gives you that's what the whole feeling of live is like.
Oh, like there and then.
Bro,
Yeah, there and
this
then.
y'all need to study this guy right now. He's really
Hey,
putting
he's the
new
magician
shit in the
behind
map right now.
everything,
That's
bro.
some real new form
Look.
of thinking.
Is that like you could also like yeah, we do our stuff live, but when we do studio, you will see the difference. You do see the
No, yo,
difference.
for
you
sure,
know?
for sure.
Yeah, but like yeah, that's like the good thing about it.
One of the main things that we like to do that is because if you see us live, any recording that we have out
Is what y'all getting.
what is live, whenever it says live recording, that's exactly what you're gonna hear if you see us live.
That
like
is
at a
dope.
gig or event, así, yeah.
Bro, I'm pretty sure we can interview everybody like upcoming, and they're not gonna say that, bro. This is a Los Alisa feature right
And
here.
then I'm gonna tell you this, look, and I'm gonna let you hear it. When we did Clave Ali, we were in the studio jamming, bro. That shit sounded so fire. And then I looked at Jose. The requinto was about to end. And I look at Jose, and like I told you, we have that like sign language.
Sign language, yeah.
And I told him, I was like, freestyle. And he freestyled the end
I
of the
don't know that shit went
requinto.
crazy. I don't know that shit went fire, bro.
He freestyled
You was
it.
off the pipa?
Oh,
I know that shit came out
I
fire.
already know.
I was after Warmy.
He was blasted. And I hear this, bro. Right here.
yo, that sound fire as hell.
Oh, with the child?
That's the
Little
freestyle?
child?
Yeah.
That's his freestyle?
Yeah.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, Jose.
Like the other half, like the ending though, the first.
The first half?
Yeah.
Because right there's more freestyle.
That's the that's the original requinto. And then I was like, hey, on this next measure, freestyle. And that's when that
It's like, bro, it's like,
he just
I
jamming,
vibe with
bro.
it,
Hear
bro. I
this
just vibe
part,
with it.
this part right here. And I was like, shut
That's
the
just
fuck
fire.
up. That shit's
Hey,
fire.
I'm not gonna lie, Jose, I got a question for you, bro.
Yeah, go ahead.
So how do you do it, like, just freestyling, bro? Because that shit's hard as hell.
Well, that's actually what I was actually gonna get into right now, bro. So that's a really good question, but
Or you be high, you be stoned off
What the
fast.
fuck?
Bro's trying to be formal as hell.
what happened?
Or you be stoned.
No, honestly, yeah, I do be. I mean, I.
He's like low key. He's like nah. He's like yeah.
He's like, no.
He's like yeah, no.
For the
No,
record,
but most of my most of my inspiration, bro, when I play or like, I just feel like, to me, instruments are like, whenever you can't say something or like whenever
That's
you're
a form to express yourself.
exactly, yeah.
Yep.
So like, so it's like it's always been to me like, oh, like, shit, like I gotta like, I want people to feel the music. I don't want them just to hear it and be like, oh, like
Feel what you feel.
it sounds cool. I
Yep.
want them to actually like feel it in their chest and like start vibrating, like, right, because that's what music is, like
Yeah.
frequencies, vibrations, like all that stuff,
the vibe.
Yeah, dude. So like that's like that's my biggest like inspiration in music. Like, I want other people to feel what I feel.
Bro, he reminds me of a requintista. He used to play with he used the ex requintista of Nathaniel Cano. What's his name? He's a solista.
Oh,
Danny Felix.
Oh, that's one of my biggest.
Yeah, bro, you low-key reminding me of him, and I'm like, dude, that's badass, bro. Because you have your own style, bro. That's fire.
Same thing too. He plays down a lot.
Yep.
Yeah, he plays, like,
That's
straight
fire.
down.
Well, that's what I was gonna get to. Also, like when you guys get to hear the lives, everything was straight live. Like I said, some parts are freestyle, like just live. But that part and that song was my favorite, bro. I play that song
Bro.
every day. I'd just be cruising with the windows
Low
down.
key,
Like-
summer's coming up, so that's the perfect time for you guys to drop it.
See,
So I'm gonna be
That's
dropping
what I
that.
was thinking, bro. In that exact moment when I was like, I'm like making that music, I was telling myself like, how can I imagine myself, listening to this, and I thought like the best thing at that moment, call it maybe if I was higher now, whatever, right? But the way I seen it, like I was imagining, I'm like, dude, like, this is me like driving down like Lakeshore Drive, like in the
Like,
evening,
yeah,
summer,
vibes, bro, straight
and I
vibes.
just like like 70-degree weather, 80-degree weather, and that's how I want people to like listen to it,
Yeah.
like feel that cool summertime shy,
Yeah,
vibe.
The best vibes, and if there's some followers on our page that aren't from Chicago, and if you guys don't know about it, Lakeshore Drive at night, vibing to music.
Cállate,
SD.
güey.
Bro, otro pedo, güey.
It's like the
It could be con tus
Exactly, bro,
compas,
it's therapy.
puede ser con las orations, fumando, pisteando,
Con la
oh my god, o todo soberano, no importa, just con que tengas las ventanas para abajo, una buena rola o un buen álbum, sea local, sea
un gallito.
artista
If
profesional.
you ever come to Chicago and
music.
you're not from Chicago, go to Lakeshore. It's called Lakeshore Drive is the street, but next to the street is called the lakefront. There's like a walkway, and you could ride bikes, all that shit.
Walk all that
Summertime,
shit.
Summertime raza.
Just no matter what you do not end in Low Whacker. You will be stuck.
Mag City for real.
Oh yeah, Mac City up
Mag
there.
Nation.
Well, guys, para cuando los podemos esperar? Like you guys said, obviously you got the little summer vibe. It sounds like it's coming up soon. When's like the release day? Do y'all know yet?
We don't have the release
Was
date,
that on, like,
but probably like the next couple weeks.
Bro.
Next couple weeks.
So by the end of the month.
Yeah.
two,
No,
3
for
weeks.
sure. For
Dang,
sure.
I'm excited for
2-3
that.
weeks. I just need to get it published and everything.
And then we got
Yeah,
Ineditas.
that's where like we'll
So we got a song that I wrote. No, I didn't write it. My cousin, saludos a mi compa David Alvarez.
David
My
Alvarez,
cousin.
saludos, compa.
Saludos, compa.
Estamos.
He showed me this song. Me enseñó esta rola and we were chilling. I was like, güey, esa rola está perra. Because he's a compositor. And he's like, no la he terminado, güey, pero sí me gusta. And I was like, what you think about hopping on the track with us? And he was like, pues sí. So there, right then and there, I helped him finish it. So I guess you could say we co-wrote it, but he wrote most of it.
No, he said that's his song. He said he ain't got
Well,
nothing
yeah,
to
that's
do
my
with you.
boy David.
Saludos, David.
Se llama la canción. We did a snippet already. It's called Bellaca. So
Oh,
that's
dude.
I
That's
seen
when I was
it.
blasting
Yeah,
the
yeah,
car.
yeah. That's the one he was
Low-key.
playing.
So that's
Fire.
called Bellaca. We got that one coming out. We got another one that I wrote called Cholo y Rockstar. And then
Otro pedo.
and we got should I say it?
Sneak it up to the podcast. Go ahead. They'll be the first ones. The raza.
I don't even know what
be the
he's,
first
I don't
ones
even
to
know what
know
he's
about
talking about.
El compa Cesar about to drop the mic on you, so you better listen up. Sáquense los mocos de los
this. Oh,
oídos.
sí, sí, güey. Jálate la greña.
Jálate los
A
huevos.
hint.
I don't even know what I'm scared.
Come on, bro. Se me está
It's
parando
a
el
hint.
son.
Okay. I'm about to say it. It's a song inédita with an artist signed to the back of your shirt.
Yo.
Stop playing. Hey, yo, for the podcast. For the podcast.
Hey, Loki. Hold on. Yeah, so that shit fire, yeah. Arriba los correos tumbados. Arriba la...
El compa Adriano, the tag. The
Oh.
Cruz Tumbados tag.
Yo,
Yes,
that's
sir,
fire,
yes,
bro.
sir.
Loki has fire, pa.
Nos ponimos de acuerdo hoy.
So
Hey,
I'll
Loki, give us some initials. It don't gotta be the name, but give us some initials.
AB. But I'll tell you guys how that came about. We were supposed to buy a inédita, a corrido. We hit him up like, hey viejo, escribe canciones. If you want to do your research, he wrote Madrid, Brillo, Diamantes.
Oh.
He's a writer for them.
Oh,
So
shit. How the fuck did y'all even figure out who he is? Is he like coming like that? I obviously don't know. I mean,
if you want to, don't say it on the mic, but
No, I won't.
if you want to do your research,
just do it.
so we hit him up. He wrote a song, and we were like, "Fuck it, I fuck with it." And he was like, "Viejo, ¿por qué?" He was like, "Viejo, ¿por qué ustedes? Why don't you guys have a lot of followers? Why aren't you guys popping?"
He told y'all that?
Yeah, because we have his number, like WhatsApp, and we were like, bro, to be honest, there's a lot of like envidia in Chicago, like motherfuckers don't want to collab.
Damn, that's crazy, bro.
Like,
I'm not gonna say, but that's crazy.
No, it's real shit. It's real shit. It's not the first time we hear it on the podcast.
Yeah.
It's not the first time.
So we were like, motherfuckers don't want to collab.
Oh.
And he was like, he proposed it. He was like, ¿Qué parece si me lanzo al track with you guys? And we're like, what you mean, like a collab? He's like, Simón. We're like, hell yeah. He's like, let's get echar la mano, bro. And we were like, pues, bro, we felt honored when.
Did you find it?
Yeah, I did.
You ain't gonna show me?
Bro,
It was funny that day.
Bro.
That day we were on our way to a gig, and he fucking we were on our way to a gig.
You don't know him?
I ain't gonna say nothing, but I respect it. I respect it.
Man, I know him, bro. I know the song. I know. That's fire, bro.
We were on our way to a gig one day, and he sent us a snap through WhatsApp, and we opened it without thinking anything, and he was just chilling with Nata and them, and like,
Oh shit!
they were practicing for an upcoming show.
Like Nata was there. Like they
Hey,
were all
he
there.
was next
Can
to
you
him.
tell him to sign my baby Milo, bro? For the
Boy,
one
me,
time,
baby Milo.
please.
But yeah, bro, that's crazy because he's an upcoming artist. I'm not gonna say like
Pa'
he's
cuando,
out there, but he's
all I'm
an,
gonna say, he has been in the game.
Tiene su letra, bro. He's really nice.
if you guys listen to Nata, he wrote he's one of the writers for Brillo, Diamantes,
I don't think so, bro.
Madrid.
Yeah, Loki.
I don't think so, bro. We just checked.
He's not?
Nah, we just checked.
For which one?
Speak for what you know, bro. They keep going though.
Yeah.
But you don't know?
No.
Well, most of them,
Boy,
no.
actually, I'm gonna take that out.
Pero yeah,
one-
bro, we have that. And
Huh?
I mean, go ahead, bro.
Oh no. I just wanted to take the time to.
Oh, shit.
Why he on
I
there?
bet.
Why he on there?
I'm gonna do that shit back when you're not expecting it.
He on there.
I had to get him back.
It's on his page?
We just checked on the
Merge.
credit. I don't know.
Merge.
Pero yeah, bro. I mean,
El
we
compa
got
César
those-
sabe lo que dice.
We got those lives and then pues those inéditas.
Yeah,
we
yeah,
kinda
yeah.
slacking, pero ahí van.
I see. Yup,
We've been
yup,
working
yup.
on them.
Saludos al viejón hasta Hermosillo, Sonora. Ya sabes.
Wait, so, ¿cómo va a ser how is it gonna get done if he's out there?
The,
He already
the,
sent
tra-
us the track,
the track
man.
is already done.
Oh.
But
They did it, bro.
Perdón?
It sounds
we
raw.
just gotta add our vocals and like some finishing touches.
Damn, that shit gonna be fire then.
Well, when we
Yeah,
do the
sure.
preview, we'll do them.
Well, about to say, we'll give it to y'all, bro, because as far as we know, we don't know anybody that's really doing, collabs from people, from La Tierra Natal. So, shout outs to y'all on doing that shit, man. Todo pasa por algo, como ustedes dicen. Oh, shit, el compa Chulio.
I just want to say something. Not just because they're my boys or not just because, gaslighting or anything, but the last couple months, I've told Caesar
You gaslighting.
that
He glazing.
Nah, for real.
Glazing.
For real, I've told Caesar, bro, like, I've had so many grupos play for me, this, and that, bro. But Isla, no one has the vibe Isla brings is way different from any other grupo. You get me?
Yeah.
They always get everything turned. Even when the crowd is not turned, they'll find a way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's their year, bro. It has to be their year. It has to be their year, bro, because they've been putting in so much work into the music. Not even like just what they're taking out or whatever,
Yeah.
but just taking it seriously and thinking more of a business and just music. They've been taking it so serious, and it's time for them to show out, bro.
So, I do want to ask you, compa Chulio, to add to that, what makes you feel or think that? ¿Qué es lo que falta de Los Alisa, or who needs to hit y'all low? What's going to make that happen?
You saw something.
And
in
it's
this.
Because you obviously the visionary. You've been the
It's not
visionary.
it's not even about who hits us up. It's more of that we were in a point where we were in the shadows, but now everybody knows who Los de la Isla is. Just by the simple, sometimes I'd be hearing outside, I'll be like, oh, Los de la fucking Isla. Just with that little quote they added, everybody knows who they are.
How's it go, compa Carlos?
We could be at the gigs, and everybody be like, Los de la fucking Isla. And that's like our stamp.
Yeah. Hey, can we get one, bro?
We did it yesterday.
I just told him to do that. Go ahead. How's it go, bro?
Everybody should go.
Like,
Drummer.
for real,
Drummer.
Los de la
Motherfucking
Isla.
Oh my god.
Loki, I'm gonna get that, bro. It's sticking to me, bro. Now, You got it.
Yeah. Bro, and it's funny. We could literally be talking like normal as fuck, and every time he mentions Los Alisa, like he always has to say like that, bro. So I
If
do
you-
believe the stand part.
You know
Yesterday,
those Alisa aren't there if you don't say it.
we at the event yesterday that we played at, we had like an earlier set time, but all the people that were like in the front, Carlos was like Los, and then everybody was like de la fucking Isla.
Oh,
No,
my.
that reminds me of like Fuerza Regida, like Fuer.
Sa.
Regida. That's what reminds me of.
Yup,
That's
yup,
lucky
yup,
fire,
yup.
bro.
It's a
But-
funny way. It's just.
Or the
it's crazy.
fue. Sa.
Set.
No,
Oh my.
yeah.
I knew y'all was gonna take advantage of that shit. Yeah, fucking motherfuckers. So Loki,
Yeah.
appreciate you for showing like the little spoof of what you guys got going on. It sounds like si tienen algo que les va a remangar machín. As far as like con el compa AB, shout out to el compa AB. I do want to add one more thing to it, but it's gonna lead to another conversation. Compa Chulio, I love your take on that. That was actually good information, and shout outs to you guys. Que todo les vaya bien. Los Legs have been grinding for the longest, bro. They've been there since the movement started. If you know, you know.
They started off the right way.
I do want to ask you something. How do you feel like la música ha cambiado desde el tiempo que nosotros pensamos hasta ahorita? No, nomás hablando de los de la isla. Como, like, what's your personal take on how Chicago music has
Like,
changed?
From the time it was like corridos tumbados,
No.
and it was like tacuache music to like what's now like como.
That's not what you can
Like,
answer that if you want to, but that's not what I'm asking. I'm asking like los grupos who have at one point existed and are gone now. Cause me and him,
Okay, I see.
me and him were reminiscing. I think it was like what 2 weeks ago, wait, when we was like, dude, what happened to grupos like Cinco Cuerdas, bro? You remember when they used to be like, I'm gonna just say it, like we used to call them outs, bro, cause they was good as fuck, bro. When they had fucking el compa from Secta, the one that he used to requintear.
Tamalito.
Yeah, Tamalito. Him, he used to be with them. They had Hector, the bass player from Los Ares. They had compa Lan, the dude who sings with La Reserva. Is it Reserva? The one that was at the game yesterday?
You know what I think it is?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Wait, funny story. I'm gonna add to that. Do you remember who we met with the Ejército at one of our first events with Isla? He was doing requinto. He wasn't even singing.
Oh, I know you're talking about. I don't remember his name.
Jaime from.
Oh my God! Yes, yeah.
Wait, what
okay,
about that?
but yeah,
What
you,
about
yeah. This is gonna be you. This is gonna be you.
Yeah,
good.
but what I was gonna get to, like, to answer your question is, I feel like a lot of grupos now and back then, people started young because of social media. So back then, social media wasn't that popping, but as it progresses,
That was the Twitter era.
As it progresses, people are starting to find out what music is. People want to do it now. People can go on YouTube and learn.
Yeah.
So let's say, for example, me, I started as requintista. I thought I was gonna be requintista. So to answer your question is, over time, when people start young, I feel like as you mature, you start to realize like, oh, maybe this isn't for me, or maybe I should switch. So with that being said, people can start off playing an instrument and end up being the lead singer. Or
Oh shit!
like
I like his take on that.
like Jaime,
yeah.
he started off as requintista with, I forget, like
Yes.
La Milicia. I forget.
No.
No,
No.
Jaime y su.
See, no way.
No, it was his old grupo name. But
Oh.
point is, he started off as requintista. Maybe here
You
and
talking
there
about
singing.
Proeza?
No, before Proeza.
Oh shit!
Oh, what the?
And
I didn't know this.
I didn't know this either.
pues yeah, now he's a badass singer. Shout out to my boy Jaime.
Bro,
Shout out
Jaime.
and look, I do want to talk about that because en el tiempo, shout out compa Jaime. En el tiempo, we had pulled up to a rancho party in Pieto, and it was like a last minute hookup. Y luego we seen them guys there, like we have finished Los de la Isla set, been done. And then guys was like, oh wait, like bien chingón, el compa Sinoe too, shout out compa Sinoe, young ass version of him. They came up to us and like, hey bro, before y'all get off, y'all be down to do like una entre nosotros, way. Y it was fucking gente de accionar, way. That's what they wanted to fucking sing. Fucking Sinoe was doing segundos for Jaime, and I thought they're like low key butt buddies. I thought they would always go around with each other, way. But fucking Sinoe now he's like, you would call him a main vocalista también, because like his duo with Secta, good ass career. You know, they when they first came out, hicieron todo I'm gonna just say arremangation. Cuando se juntaron, hicieron like, you know, las canciones. Everybody was bumping Secta. Everyone in Chicago, bro, y sus alrededores.
They still are, bro.
No, we know they ain't fall off and they ain't going nowhere either. But I'm saying like when Sinoe added to the group when they picked them up, it's like how we know since we seen them one day and we was just cool with them since that day, because Buenos Jóvenes, luego también to see from Jaime to start his own grupo. However many he has, and then just to be like the face of Vanguardia right now, which arguably is one of the grupos that make the face of Chicago music.
Yeah.
And that's crazy as fuck, bro.
So that goes along to answer your question. Like, I feel like over time, grupos change, the music changes, people adapt, and that's how new grupos are made. That's how old grupos fall apart, and not always. It's not always gonna be bad blood. It's just
Inconvenience, shit like that.
sometimes people are just like, hey, like yo tengo otros planes, and
Y le sale mejor ya los otros planes, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, so like Vanguardia, shout out to Jaime. I mean, right now they're at Pico Rivera.
mhm.
That's big, bro. Shit, that's a big event.
And
That's
then
a
you
big
got
move.
and then you got young grupos. Shout out to them, like Preferidos, who played at Sueños. You got our boy Malo. He's opened up for artists at Rosemont.
Hell yeah.
That's
that's a
like,
dream.
Pancho Barraza, right?
Bro, remember, bro, I'm damn near from the crowd. I'm gonna take my glasses off.
Nah,
for
go
this
ahead,
one.
bro. Go ahead.
Remember when we used to say shit like that, bro? that one day we just want to get up to Rosemont, fucking open up for whoever the fuck. And gracias a Dios, before, you know, our run-in, we ended up opening for Legado Siete, bro. We seen Jimmy up there. You caught Jimmy a couple times too, bro.
You smoked the fat ass joint with them,
bro. I got the chance to smoke with fucking Alex, bro. Oh, that was the day too. Yeah, cause that's when I was with my ex. Shout out to my ex. Yeah, that was at Mansion. But you guys didn't know I had snuck in by myself. I was like, bro, I'm not going to that front entrance. I'm gonna go through the back. And y'all didn't want to go through. And then the whole time I seen Churro be up there. He was at the security door. Churro, fully Gucci the fuck out. And I'm like, oh, you Churro, bro? And he's like, yeah, how you know, gang? And I'm like, bro, how am I not gonna know?
But I remember that day too. You guys were practicing in the back.
Yeah.
And Churro B was just walking around. I remember this because I was in the hallway. He was just walking around in the hallway and they were practicing. And out of nowhere, he just started coming into the room and he went into the back by where they had the lockers.
The lockers, yeah.
And I remember I looked back and he was jamming to Isla. Yeah, he was
I
just sitting there.
He had his hoodie up.
He was just sitting there jamming, bro. I remember that day.
Bro, I do not remember that.
What song was it that you guys jammed to?
Cosas de la Clica. We was finna get that bitch already.
Oh, was it with Jose?
Yes. Yeah, Jose,
He snapped on that. I remember when he used to.
Bro, and you can't even lie. I don't know if you know, but they actually ended up posting us, bro. And they're saying fucking they're bumping Cali and Chicago. You remember? I know you remember that. Yeah, bro. Nigga, that felt so fucking good. And I'm telling you. Yes, bro, at the time where everything is literally coming out live, we picked up Cosas de la Clica, and them specifically, we made them feel at home. They was fucking with us. And then fucking El Compa Chulo always getting fucking Jimmy in the cut saying, he got us the shout out from Jimmy, like, saludos a los de la isla, Jimmy Humilde, baby.
Yeah.
That's fire.
I didn't even know that.
And that was...
Hey, there was that video. I'm about to post it right now. Shout out.
Leak video.
That's not even the first time. I remember when we went to go... Well, we didn't even play it. But me and Caesar went to go see Fuerza Regida. And I remember I snuck into VIP.
Oh my!
And somehow, I swear, and you could ask Caesar, somehow I ended up...
We believe you, bro. We believe you.
Bro, it's funny as hell because I kept trying to sneak into VIP and they were not folding. Security guard was not folding. And I remember I'm in the crowd like, what the fuck, bro? Where did Julio go? You just left me by myself. Oh, shit. I'm looking for Julio. I'm looking. And
Julio,
you know,
every man's for himself.
You know, on the side of the stage, there's a hallway. You could see the back.
Yeah.
I'm looking. I turn it and I do a double take. I'm like, what the fuck? Julio's in the back, shit. Like, Julio's in backstage with Fuerza Regida. He's like, come over here. And I'm like, what the fuck? How the fuck did you get back there?
That's the Tulio fact. That's the Tulio fact.
And that day too, Ramoncito was with them. I remember Ramoncito was with them, and I told him to sneak in, bro. I remember that day because everybody was giving me shots, bro. And VIP, bro, I just walked in, bro, like nothing.
And he got it to the HVAC unit and shit.
What the fuck?
Nah, so like I remember I just walked in confident as fuck, like just confident. I just walked past the security guard. He didn't say anything to me.
Yeah.
And I saw Jimmy. It was Jimmy and Ramoncito on the side. There was Jimmy and Ramoncito on the side, and I was like, "Fuck!" And I see Caesar, and I told him to come, and then they went to go do their own thing in the back or whatever.
Yeah.
And me and Caesar were chilling, and they were just giving me shots, bro. Every table, bro, was giving me shots.
Bro, you was having the time of your life.
Yeah, bro, low key. And then I go back to the side again, and then Ramoncito's like, "Hey, bro, you want to come in the back with us?" Bro, I was geeking hard as fuck. I was back there, bro. I wish my phone had died and everything, bro.
Yeah.
The last picture I got was with Ramoncito right at the entrance to go to the back.
Yeah.
Hey, Loki, what did you feel when you were there?
Talk to us through it, bro. You kind of like you shagging on that,
bro. It's like, cause at that time that I was geeking, bro.
He was by himself, so like this was like a experience on his own. So explain.
That's crazy, bro.
The Trulio Adventure side quest.
It was like you never really like know way how like until you know like until you really experience it, where like someone like you look up to be like, "Hey, bro, you want to come drink with us?" Like it was just a chill moment. Yeah, I was drunk as fuck.
Merch. What was they sipping on the mas paso there?
It was
Blue Lava.
If you remember,
like Moet or some shit. Like back then when like those bottles were popping.
Yeah.
So they were in the bag, bro, and it was like when fucking JOP was young as fuck.
Yeah.
With the side comb. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
But it's just an experience.
Yeah.
It's just an experience, bro. Like, te enseña la humildad de uno, you know? You see how humble someone is.
Yeah.
Cause there's some artists, bro, here in Chicago, bro. That you
They
go up to
They
like
ain't shit. Yeah,
they're nothing. They're just like regular people like you,
They
and
thought
they
they
act
had,
like oh like whatever.
Yeah.
You get me?
Right.
Oh, they'd be like, who the fuck is this? Get him the fuck
Right.
out of here.
Pa nombrarte uno.
Stupid.
Oh my.
Nah, bro.
They nasty.
It makes you
I swear.
it makes you feel good because you know like they're famous, bro. You look up to them for them just to like even notice you and just like ask you, hey, bro, like you want
Come with us to the back.
to.
Yep.
It's an experience, bro. That like it's wild. Just like the experience we had, and he was cool as fuck when we met Natas Requintista Sueños.
How did that go? Oh, it was the first year of Sueños, right?
Yeah,
Damn,
that had to be first.
Bro,
year.
hey, I'm the same way, bro. I wish I had gone that year, bro. That was probably the best.
Yeah, that's
year
the
at
biggest
Sueños,
fumble,
low-key.
bro. Not seeing Nata, and
But-
who knows when the fuck.
That's what I was.
Johnny got a picture with Nata.
That's crazy.
Out of all people, bro, that's crazy.
But it goes to like, it's cool that like being in the music industry, you meet a lot of cool people. You like that you would never think. You would go to places that you would never imagine, and it's cool. It's cool. It is a job at the end of the day, but when you do something you like, it doesn't feel like a job.
Oh God. Look,
like-
you. Oh, you
It's like a different reality, you know. Like once you're there, como dijo el compa Julio, like I mean, that's a different experience, bro. And bro, that's crazy. Like you did that on your own, like nobody else. It was just you. That,
Yeah.
bro. Props to you, bro.
Shout out to the compa Chulio, bro. I swear to
Yup.
God, he got so much aura, bro. He goes wherever the fuck he wants.
Well, wait, I was gonna tell you guys a story earlier of how like we fumbled.
Oh yeah.
Talk
So let's
that,
know
bro.
about that.
Yup.
So one of a relative, I'm not gonna say who, she knows a lot of people from Cali, and we were chilling at Jose's one day before you moved in.
Oh, okay.
We were there chilling. She's like, "Can I invite a friend?" And the homeowner was like, "Yeah, sure, whatever." It was like 3 a.m, bro, and we see a black Escalade pull up, and this dude comes out and with his friend, a girlfriend, and he comes in. We're chilling, kicking it, and I paid attention to his shirt and his sweats. It said "Fuerza Regida." This was recent, bro, like a year and a half ago.
Yo.
And he ended up chopping it up with us. We were just chilling, talking, bro. And he tells us that, yeah, I'm JOP's assistant. I'm like, what you mean assistant? He's like, yeah, like his personal assistant. And they were like all geeked. All the girls were like, oh, call him.
They said,
All the
Oh, Oh, the glaze.
all the cousins were like, call him. And he's like, no, I'm not gonna call him. But it's true. He
oh,
is.
they want to call JOP.
Yeah, no, but it was true. He was.
Yeah.
JLP gifted him like 10 bands and a
I
Mercedes.
know exactly who it is, but I'm not gonna say names, but I know who it is.
But yeah, we were chilling with him, and I don't know how, bro. That day, I don't know how, but he was like, "You do music, right?" And I'm like, "How do you know?" He's like, "I could tell."
Oh shit.
And-
What?
And
Oh, shit.
he was like, "Play me something. You got originals?" And I was like, "Yeah." And bro, I can't fucking sing. I got nervous. So at first he wasn't really like listening. He was just like rolling up. And then I started playing the song, and then he was like, I saw his face. He's just like jamming.
What songs did you guys jam out to?
He didn't want to pull up.
And we called
Wow.
Carlos.
That was the
Imagine, bro.
fumble.
We called
Imagine.
Carlos that day.
Knocked out. Gang,
Bro,
go
wake
straight
your
in
ass
the
up,
bullseye.
bro.
Wake,
If you
yeah,
guys
wake your
that
monkey
thing,
ass up.
You should have been like me today when he said, "Hey, we got
We
the
told
podcast
him,
today."
you
I was
like-
like, he woke up. He got up.
But wake your monkey ass up, bro.
Bro,
We
no
told
mames.
him, and we were like, bro, slide. This dude is here. Is JLP's
Legit,
assistant.
legit.
You
Like,
didn't tell me. You told me the next morning.
no, we told you that night.
Nah, I was knocked out, nigga.
And pues yeah, that was the FOMO, bro. He's
But
not
that
gonna.
shit would have been like a shot
He-
of Red
you
Bull
know-
right
That's
there.
crazy.
You know,
He was like, call your senior and tell him to come.
yeah, but you know what the FOMO? That was the FOMO because when he heard me sing, he said, "Hell nah," you know.
Dead ass. He's like,
Nah,
mejor ni
he-
me enseñes.
Nah, he didn't say hell nah, but you could tell that he wasn't
Blend
fucking
his
with
facial expression.
he wasn't
It
fucking
wasn't
with
hitting.
the voice.
It just
But
wasn't hitting.
what he did tell me was like, "You wrote those?" And I'm like, "Yeah, bro, they're all originals." And he was like, "Have you ever thought about being a composer for a label?" And I was like, "Nah, bro, never thought about it." And he took my number down. To this day, he hasn't hit me up, but You never know.
Yeah, you never
It's
know.
out there, that's so you guys know.
The what you call it, the La Mágica ya está ahí nomás para que explote y todo el rollo. Well, low-key, I like how you went in that direction because I was finna ask y'all, you know, we obviously know what Los Alisa got coming up, what's the plans looking like. If you guys could collab with anybody here in Chicago or it could be someone like anywhere else, who would you guys like to actually collab with?
Wait, do one in Chicago and then one like.
Yeah.
Should we all go one by one?
Yeah,
You
one by
go
one.
first.
One by one.
Yeah.
Tu primero, güey.
One in Chicago and then one like.
Yeah, uno
Like,
en
it could be
Chicago,
anybody, bro.
otro
If there's
de
anybody,
California, donde
Chicago,
queda.
Cali, Texas.
Chicago.
And I got yeah.
You guys got the chemistry.
You go first. You go first.
K-Bros and outside. Fuck. Like
It's
a
a hard
dream
one.
collab or what?
Yeah, Dream Collab,
Anything,
Dream
bro.
Collab.
Anything, yeah.
Pues, any like los que están pegando ahorita, obviously, like I mean, I like Pistones and shit like that. Not the
Pistones Uriel.
Pistones
deal for
Uriel
real.
would be like reasonable. You do fire.
It's all
They gotta
possible.
collab with Le Mans.
It's all possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all
Any
possible.
big dog way, obviously. Go ahead.
Oh no, you good?
Go, yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Any big dog.
Here in Chicago, I would have to say K-Bros too, low key. They're really good. Like one of my favorite ever. You know, like shout out to K-Bros too.
But Michael,
One of Chicago's favorites.
Yeah, for real. Shout out to Michael.
Yeah. Michael.
Yeah, but outside of Chicago, I would have to say there's this group in Phoenix. I follow them on Instagram, and they play exactly like Máximo Grado. So
¿cómo se llama?
That's
Oh,
fire.
I know who you're talking
You know
about.
what I'm talking
I know
about,
it's- they have a gordito singer.
on the bass play,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
That's them.
dude, that group, they're
Hey,
fire,
what's the
dude.
grupo, though?
I forgot, but they're really good.
Yeah,
like for
they gonna be popping.
Yeah.
They gonna come out here.
Yeah, for me, Chicago. I mean, to switch it up, it would probably be K-Bros too. But you want that? I'll probably collab with the buffet. Looking at
He said he
no. I said
collabing with the buffet. He said.
Type shit. Hey, I'm
Nah.
not lagging. Me too.
nah, neta. My favorite group ever in Chicago. Both versions or any version they had is Proeza. Shout out Proeza.
Shout
I
out
fuck
Proeza.
with their style hella.
Shout out
So
Proeza.
yeah,
the Pureza now or like?
He said both.
both.
okay.
But
Don't
yeah,
matter.
personally, I like the Proeza right now too. So, and I know they've had collabs with Proeza before too.
Yeah,
So,
we do
I mean,
know
I
that.
would like to collab with them. You know,
Fire,
in
bro.
the video,
For
and
you
then
too, you too.
anywhere. Yeah, that was a hard question. Yeah, probably just like nada.
Grupo Marrano.
Hey, I know it sounds crazy, bro, but like you gotta manifest that shit. Like it could be anyone. I said he wants to get Nata. Like you guys already have connections to, like you know Rancho Mille and
Trying.
Miles and all that shit.
Or Oscar
But-
Maton, or Oscar
Fire, bro. That would be good.
For
That would be
me,
dope. Manifest
local,
that.
Chicago, I ain't gonna lie. For me, my favorite band is gonna be Rebel.
Bro, me
Fire,
too.
We can see
Me too,
that.
low-key.
Más bien se tardaron with that. I'm
Yeah.
surprised that shit hasn't happened.
Rebel, that was for me.
Low key.
I'm
That
not
was
gonna
for
lie,
me, I'm not
Alexis
gonna
on the Requinto, bro. He's like he's top.
Shout
top
out to
dog out
Rebel.
there,
The
bro.
guy's fire as fuck.
Yup.
And Nata, obviously.
Oh, hey, Loki,
Always
before
been.
we leave, remember I think you had invited me to your family party, and it was the first time me seeing Rebel, and I was like, bro, is that Adrian from Los Alisa? Because he kind of looked like him, but like está más barbón el güey. Like I thought he looked like him a little bit.
Oh, you talking about my cousin shit?
Yeah. You know
I
what I'm
thought you talking to Carlos
I thought
about
the
that.
dude that plays the
No, he's talking about the dude que está tatuado, güey.
That's Alexi's brother.
Yeah, okay. I was like, damn, is that Adrian?
He thought that was
he
you.
kind of looked like him.
But it's when we first pulled up, not de
Yeah.
cerca. When we first pulled in. Oh my god. God damn.
Man, got it.
Well, for me,
Oh shit.
Those are words.
for me, I'm gonna switch it up. Obviously, shout out to my boys K-Bros,
Yep,
Compa
yep.
William, Luis, Miguel, Edgar.
Top dogs.
But I would say Le Mans.
Bro, yes.
Yes, I can see
Le
that.
Mans. I actually texted Ramiro a couple days ago, and
He got back to you?
No, not yet. They're in Cali, so
Oh.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how to really want to say it, but that's a tough reach because even at one point when there were those banderas, we tried to make it happen. No se hizo.
well, he told me one day at a gig, he was like, "Take my number down, let's get something
Yeah.
going." So
Yeah.
See,
You
I
know.
hit him up.
that's gonna be. I think that's gonna be a good ass collab.
But
You guys
I
and
feel
Le
like
Mans.
I look.
I have an
Can you give the mic to Jose real quick? I feel like I'm the reason why he's a heavy smoker now, bro. Because he's never had a dab up until I used to take him when we was with.
Dude, shout out to Chorix.
Yes, shout out to Compa Choruk's way. We was it's when Steven was playing with what the fuck was it? It was Alta Sociedad.
Alta Sociedad.
It was Alta. No, even
Those
before that, no.
banderas.
It was still those
Oh, yeah,
banderas.
yeah, it was those banderas. The first, like,
Yeah. Because
Like the
I
last
remember
spot.
I told you, like, come to those banderas practice, and he said, I'm down. El compa Chorux y el compa Noe, shout out compa Noe, they was literally dabbing the fuck out that shit, bro.
And I didn't know what that was. I didn't know what dabbing was at that time. So, like, I thought, I'm just hit this, like, it's a bong, you know? Like,
Yeah.
nah, dude, I took, like, a nice little 20-second rip.
Damn, you were greened out, bro. I know you were.
No, he was cool. He tenía aguante. For him being his first dab,
Yeah.
he was chilling. He held that bit.
22nd dab?
But if you see how baked he was that day, bro, I'm telling you, his eyes were literally rolling on, like, his eyelids were like upside down and shit. Just looking at me.
Dude,
and shit.
I remember that everybody, like, they were all practicing a song by it was like a Tercer Elemento cover, right?
That don't count. That don't
Nah,
count.
it's
That's
cool.
illegal. That's illegal.
Yeah, for real, I wasn't looking. No, but they were practicing a song, and I remember they had to get it like right. Like that's all they did the whole practice.
Yeah.
Dude, I was locked on the couch. Like I did not feel good. Like I remember all I heard was the drum just going crazy in the back, and I was just like, dude, I need to go get like snacks.
Yeah.
You remember the vending machine?
Yeah, they got a vending machine in that building.
Yeah.
Some busting ass
What'd
snacks.
you get out
bro.
the vending machine, bro?
I don't remember. Cause they do.
Oh, I remember. You got yourself. You
Yeah, Honey Buns.
No. He got a bag of hot Cheetos. I can't remember if they're hot fries or regular. I think
Hot
there was hot
Cheetos.
fries and a fucking those peanut M&Ms.
I don't know if you guys ever like played GTA and like you know how like you could hit the bong and and like your player.
Yeah.
Dude, that's how I felt that day. Like shit was moving on me. Like
This is one thing that these guys don't know. So when you smoke with obviously just we can call them the Le Mans guys, bro.
Heavy ass.
You better have some lungs, my guy. Cause
Sí, sí,
that
sí.
same day, bro. I kid you not. We was in a couch and there's a wall, bro. I put my head on the wall.
Yeah.
Because Sobrava way, I literally felt like I was in the wall. Like literally in the
Yeah.
wall, bro.
Yeah, that's how I
It
felt
was
on
a
the couch
tough
that
ass
day.
smoke, bro. And ever since then, I turned to God and God is my savior, my Lord, and everything.
those guys are cool. But I mean, another guys that like got my tolerance up. Shout out to them too. My Lacranes boys, Eric,
Bro.
Chris.
That's crazy,
Oh
bro.
man, they're the
Shout-
ones that.
Shout out to Los Alacranes. I went to Durango Fest. I think that was 2 years ago.
Okay.
And I actually me and my boy and a couple other, we went as a group. We actually went backstage. Well, like when they were done, we took a picture with them. He was cool as fuck, bro. They were all cool, and then they low-key let us smoke with them.
Yeah, they're
Bro,
very
we
humble
got
guys.
we got
They're
chopped
cool.
as hell, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
cool
yeah,
people.
Yeah, esos muchachos tienen aguante, man. They're cool. Yeah, but
Bro, could be green out todo y te ponen la maceta ahí en the bong to rip it, bro. Todo caliente and shit.
no, literally.
Ese güey nunca puede elevar más.
Go give it to us, el compa Chulio. I know we asking
Jay
them
Nasty.
who's your drink collab and shit like
Terminator. I
that.
didn't say my
okay.
Oh, okay, go ahead, finish it.
I said Le Mans
Le Mans,
for
yeah.
local, and then for Dream. For Dream collab, I think it's like it could happen maybe one day.
Manifest, bro.
Legion RG.
That's different.
They decent.
That's different,
They
bro.
decent.
They're the niggas that sing
different.
El Vocho or Ancelado nomás. Legion RG, bro. If you don't listen to them, bro, they got
Listen to them.
bangers.
Tune in to Legion
You know who I compare them to? La Receta. You know who La Receta
Yeah.
is? I like them.
They
I like them.
tienen un estilo, güey, también ellos de la receta.
Legion
They all got
RG,
their style.
Legion RG also wrote Modo Avión. Le
Oh.
chingamos pa llegar
Yup.
aquí.
I was fire, bro.
But yeah, that's
Alright.
my dream collab.
El compa Chulio, if you could be part of an empresa, who would you pick? Who would you want to be?
He about to say street mob.
Oh,
For like an empresa,
yeah. If you could be a recruiter, like say I'm El Chile top dog. I'm repping this association. Who you repping?
Ooh, that's a good one. Cause right now, some of my favorite,
Right now,
one of my like,
Desvelados for more.
nah, one of my favorite,
He said coming to a hood
one of my
near you.
favorite grupos, and it's up there with Legion RG. It's up there with Legion RG's Grupo Maestro. They're
No,
I know, hold
Mente
on.
Maestro?
I know, huh?
It was Mente Maestro or Grupo Maestro?
Grupo Maestro.
Oh, okay.
They're signed under Rancho Humilde, so either Rancho Humilde or Street Mob. Cause those are the ones that are popping right now.
Hell yeah, bro.
That's fire.
Alright, bro, you're gonna miss out on $50,000 one day for you saying that shit.
Oh, yeah, what?
Cause I'm gonna be like the new JOP and giving my.
Ooh, he said you cheated. He
You
took it
cheated.
personal.
Hey, but I always gonna be. I got it on my skin, so it don't even matter.
Oh, that's true. true. That's true. That's true.
Hey, he's gonna remember that. He's gonna remember that watch.
Damn.
remember
Damn.
that.
No, but
Hey.
that's a good answer though. That's a good
But-
answer.
Yeah, that's dope, bro. That's dope.
Madrid or Barca?
He's gonna be
Oh
like,
my god.
Bro, don't piss me off right now, bro. Y'all better not say what I think.
Look,
about to say.
all I can
Stop,
say,
stop,
every
stop.
time I take a shit, it comes out purple. That's all I'm
What?
saying.
Bro, what? Bro.
Vizca Barça, hijos de su
Shut the fuck
pinche
up, bro.
madre.
Stop. You know I'm about to leave this shit if you say that.
That's cool, bro.
Madrid, bro. Madrid,
Madrid.
Madrid's getting dogged by teenagers.
Bro,
Literally.
Stop, bro.
Literally.
Okay, but how many of those championships were you alive for? That's what matters.
Hey, I was alive for y'all not to win any of them though.
Ooh.
That's why I hate when people Madrid fans say 15 champions. It's because how many when you're a fan of a club, I think it's for what you see, you know, not what was in the past before you were born and shit.
I bet you were watching Barca 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Bro.
No, he been watching Barca for the longest.
Someone pull up the picture where him, Barca fans were in the Real Madrid.
Hey, we're not gonna talk about that.
I think he got it.
Wait,
I'm talking about
I'm gonna tell you guys.
Carlos?
I'm gonna tell you guys why we wore it. So I took my dad to his first to watch his first big club, Madrid, Milan.
He's a Madrid fan though.
My dad,
That's right.
Is he?
yeah, my dad is.
He
So
saw
you know, like,
He said that's right. He said that's
Your dad knows
right.
what's up.
so you know how, like, you know, when you're on the ramp to get to the stadium,
Yeah.
there was people selling shirts, and my dad just waved one of them and bought us a shirt. So I wasn't gonna say no, you know.
Qué bonito te mirabas con esa camisa.
Oh
Qué
my
bonito,
god.
cabrón.
Hey,
Hasta te iba a dar un beso, güey, de tan chulo.
y ese día perdieron.
They
Hey,
tried, actually.
Bro.
That's usual, man. That's how the scoreline be looking when you Madrid
But
fan.
look, side note, aside from like rivalries, it was dope to see like those players in person. You know, like
Either way, like they're big players that they're
I'm-
either. I would be the same way. I'd be
I'm
like,
not
I
a
got
Madrid
to
fan, but it was dope to see Modric play, Rodrigo.
He not talking.
Rodrigo,
Yo, hey, put that
muy,
in right there.
muy
Yo.
Real Madrid.
Oh my. Hey, bro just got teeth.
But booty locked up and shit.
Wait.
Now he says that.
Oye,
the
oílo.
Wait, now he says
salió la caquita.
This motherfucker goes for Cruz Azul. That weekend.
Low-key,
No, that's not
I
true. That's not true.
Familia peluche ass
They
nigga.
just won. They just won.
Hey, we just won a championship.
Hey, but Sara Toluca, dale, ro.
Oh, he had it.
Hey, but me personally, bro, my favorite team from Mexico is Las Chivas. Shout out to Las Chivas. Chivas.
But we big
Y'all
on
rocking the Chivas?
we big Aguilas in this corner.
Bro,
Bro, he just like my cousin, bro. They love
out of
Pumas.
everybody, you can pick Pumas.
I don't care, bro. Arriba los Pumas.
Hey, I just thought of some funny ass shit. Remember when Julio was lit as hell one time he was at an event at a club. I think it was what's it, Mariela's, and he posted
What was it?
he posted a video and they were singing La Plebada Bélica, right? La bien chaca se vio la plebada. But he posted it.
Julio, I would
and
never show my face.
Julio was all you hear in the video was and I'm like, what the
He's
fuck?
iconic for doing that shit. He's been doing that shit his whole life.
Me when I'm drunk.
Nah, go ahead, bro. Go ahead, sing it.
The thing is with that, bro, a mí me vale lo que diga la gente. At the end of the day, bro, I'm having fun. That's how it's about. You feel me?
Simón,
Why
Simón.
care? Hey, why care what people say about you, bro, if you know who you are and who you are?
Julio
Julio's
literally
Bible
said,
verse.
I'm
Wait. Famous Julio quote. Say it. Real what?
Say it, bro.
Bro, he don't even know it.
Oh,
Real eyes, real eyes, real eyes.
hey.
On phone them.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Which one?
You're like, like pedo.
No hay pedo.
No hay peda, hay peda.
This motherfucking stunning as
When I
hell.
first started with Isla, I used to say that like. Remember, I used to see Julio, and every single time I would see Julio, I'd be like, no hay pedo, hay peda.
I'm
Oh my
dead.
god, this shit funny. Oh, I thought you were gonna do the set.
Look at
Oh my god.
No, Caesar does that one.
I don't.
Damn.
The cumbia one.
He does it.
La cumbia del cocodrilo. La cumbia del.
He on that.
Yeah, you guys saw how they froze Alegres
Yes, they
Oh, I
froze their
seen
bank
that, yeah.
account, bro. How the fuck do you even do that?
That's crazy. That's
But
actually
is it because there's allegations that they might actually have ties with the mafia?
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't be
doubt
surprised,
it.
bro.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I ain't gonna say nothing.
At
Hey,
the end of the day, they still make money from music. So.
But that means their money ain't nothing, bro. If it's in the bank account, what they gonna
They
do?
froze their count, so if you want to go swipe your card to buy a bag of chips right now, you
They
can't buy
can't.
shit.
yo, that's
They
crazy.
definitely have cash though.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
All their stuff.
Shit.
Mm.
And it's
I
not
got
like their empresa's not gonna
La
do
mata,
music, you know?
la mata
Yeah.
sigue dando anyways.
I got a question for you guys. So like when you guys go to events or privadas.
Who gets the most bitches?
No, stop. Wait, hold on. We'll get to that too.
That too.
But so we've been in the podcast with Pendiente, and they had an encounter at an event in, I forgot where, in East Chicago, Indiana. But something had happened where like it got cut off short by like 30 minutes. They were playing for 30 minutes, and the cops came.
Oh no.
They were like, y'all gotta shut this off right now. They were playing El del Palenque.
La
En ese
policía.
tiempo, it was like, I think 2 or 3 weeks ago, it was hot. Like, you guys, like, están prohibidos los corridos. And the cops came, they're like, you guys gotta shut this shit off right now. Like, take all your equipment, get the fuck out of here. Like, it is what it is. And they kept playing. And then they were like, no, pues we're gonna keep playing, todo no se acaba la fiesta. And then the cop came up to them, they were like, ¿tú crees que no sé español o qué? Cut this shit off right now.
A morena.
Yeah, and then they like froze and shit. Like, damn, we gotta like really go. So have you guys had an?
They got it
encounter with something
malo.
like that?
They got it malo. Pretty much, like they literally started grabbing this shit.
Literally just right there, like everything. You
He's
guys. gotta go
saying,
home.
have you guys? Well, we're just gonna call it a malo. You guys
That
been
happened
malo?
here?
Not that
it was
far
in
away from, like,
Chicago,
10, 15
It
minutes.
happened somewhere around here, but have you guys recently had an encounter with something like that? Now talking about like the corridos being banned and shit.
I thought that was only in Mexico.
We thought so too until they told us.
No,
about it.
they're literally. She acted as if like there's a corrido band. That's what he's trying to tell you in the story. Like
That's what I'm saying.
he's
We're
saying
Americans.
they could have been probably playing a cumbia, and she wasn't gonna be on that. But that she heard a corrido y se deja los quito like con más, con ganas. Like, have you guys been getting any like corrido hate?
At the end of the day, whenever, I mean, obviously cops get called all the time at private parties. Whenever that happens, I always tell my guys, like, let the homeowners
Right,
deal
right.
with it. Like, we're here doing our job.
Right, that's your job at the end of the day.
And if they do come up to us, I've told cops before, like, hey man, like, no disrespect, like, we're just doing our job,
Right.
just like you. And no, we've never had any, like,
That's a good take.
thankfully we never had any bad encounters.
Like the only crazy thing that I've experienced with them is when it was like at a party late at night. It was like 2 a.m. when the neighbor came out in socks, and then like at first I thought he was just like a little
Socks
like
only? Se la estaba
That shit
colgando.
was so funny, bro. I was like, who the fuck is this
so
guy?
yeah, and then he came up to me. He's like,
Oh.
and he was like trying to scream at us, and like I just kind of looked over,
was, like,
and that's where I
3:29.
messed up. He came up to me saying, "Bro, this and that." Like he was saying his grandma was sick, so I kind of understood, and that's when I was like, "Hey, talk to Caesar."
I'm dead.
that was fun. And then tell him what you had told him.
And then he came up to me, told me the same thing. He's like, mi papá está malo. My dad is sick. Shut the music off. We can't sleep.
I was like, who the fuck?
And then-
Who the fuck is this dude, man?
And then,
Socks, bro. Shorts.
and then I told him the same thing that I was just telling you. I was like, bro, I'm sorry to hear that. I understand. But talk to the homeowner. Like, this is not my house.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like, you guys are the
I was
group,
like,
that's where it comes
we
from.
got hired to come work here. Like, talk to the homeowner.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's honestly, if anything ever happens, that's the
That's a
best way to
valid-
do
that's a
it
valid
because
explanation,
we're just doing our job. And if cops ever do like shut something down, like that's not, it's out of our power, you know.
Yeah.
But I mean, también a veces la gente se aloca till fucking 4 or
Eso sí,
5 in the
eso sí.
morning. Who's not gonna complain
Right,
and trying
no,
to
yeah.
sleep and you got music getting blasted.
Yeah, low key. Eso sí se entiende, like on a humanitarian level.
It's more different if you're like in a rancho in like a secluded area and
Right, there's nothing there,
You gotta know.
the spots,
so us being like a grupo, like we understand. Like we understand the point of view of the clients, like you want to have your music, and we understand the point of view of the cops. So at the end of the day, when you talk to someone respectfully, there's always a solution.
Low key random question. You guys happen to have any stickers, like new stickers coming out or anything like that?
He said, matter of fact.
Not no
Oh
one's, bro,
shit.
Matter
No.
of fact.
Oh,
Damn.
heavy
He hyped you up like that.
I know.
Damn,
Why would
low-key,
you
I was
do
excited
that?
as hell,
No, I got you guys. I'm gonna order some new ones.
Merch.
The-
With the new logo or what?
Designs.
no,
Yeah,
no,
we'll
no
probably
new
get some
designs.
No new design.
Just for the
Redo.
fuck of it, chingus.
I still got the.
This one is kind of new now. This one is kind of faded, but this
Let me
one's
see.
kind of like a new.
Oh yeah,
that's
I've never
fire, bro,
seen
that's fire,
those.
yep, yep.
Those are lit.
fire.
Kind of look like socks letters
That's
almost.
fire, bro.
Yeah.
Loki, would you guys drop merch? Like, like a shirt?
Yeah, we haven't seen
Let me
much from you guys in the
let me.
meantime.
That's a good question, but
Would you guys drop merch?
let me ask you a question.
What's up, gang?
Would you pay? Would you be honest too? Like I don't care.
Siempre el
No,
Chile.
wait.
Siempre el Chile.
Would you rather pay $25 for like a Hanes or a Gildan hoodie or a T-shirt with like a design, or would you rather pay
design or logo?
the logo,
Okay.
or would you rather design/logo something simple,
Yeah.
or would you rather pay like $45 to $50, $40 for a shirt, or like $60 for a hoodie, good quality with the badass design? Because we want to do merch where like it's Isla, but it's something that you would wear out, like you would actually
Streetwear,
wear out.
Yeah, like with fashion, like a fashion aspect
Yeah,
to
type
it.
shit.
Well, I'm gonna be real with you. I'll never forget when those banderos was making those last minute hoodies before they ended up turning Alta Sociedad. I think that's how much they were running for, like 60 bones. And I mean, we got the hookup realistically, $40, but a lot of people bought some. I pay for that because even the design was fire. It was like estaba grafiteada. And
Oh, yeah,
yeah, I know you know what I'm talking about.
We're thinking of something more like towards like what your shirt is.
Yeah. Loki,
I would drop bread for that.
I'm not lying. I'm on the same page as him. Like, I mean, a lot of people like they start off like that, with dropping off merch and shit. But I'd rather my style. I'd rather prefer like the quality.
Exactly.
That's just me personally though. Like how you said, like that shirt is fire, and I would want something like your logo on something like that.
And plus, if it's quality, that means it's gonna be less pieces. It's gonna
Right,
cost
right.
more money, but it's more
Y
exclusive.
luego te dura más tiempo, güey.
But I'm not gonna lie, I would not put a mass order though. I would just take actual orders.
Yeah.
Like see who really wants them.
But no pasa nada. I know you kind of would see like you would want a lot of people to actually get them. You want everybody to get them, but it's not about that. It's like you know who your loyal supporters are, who really fucks with the actual like the logo on their body and shit like that. And that I feel like that would give me better report than just say, oh, let's figure out a design that everybody's gonna like. Just give it to the people who actually deserve to be repping y'all, and then it's gonna make you feel look way better in that approach.
Type shit.
That's right.
Yeah, but we need stickers though. We definitely need those
we
stickers.
definitely know that. Whatever you guys got.
We got a guy from Cali who makes our stickers. They're fire quality, so I got you guys.
Do you guys happen to know Ivan from Portase?
Yeah.
From
Yeah,
glasses? I'm not telling Glenn, shout out compa Ivan. He actually does some crazy ass sticker work, bro. Like he knows how to Photoshop some shit. I wish I had the ones that he
I
gave us
seen 'em,
recently.
yeah, I
Yeah,
seen 'em.
They're
the
fire,
Labubu
bro.
joints, bro.
Yeah.
They got
You got, like,
Ed
Sonic
and
on-
Eddie, fucking Mario, Sonic, like for like just like
Fantastic.
chingona ones, like ones that are really like people like, oh shit, these are dope as fuck.
Yeah,
I'm not saying those are not though.
He had like La Boo Boo one. It was a pink for like las
Fresitas.
That's shaky, baby.
Las Chiqui Baby.
But I'm saying están como like están asombrosas. If that's like the route you guys are trying to go.
The ones that we have are the ones that I really like. Is the logo? They're like 3D. They like pop up.
Oh,
Shit, I had to see him, bro. I'm not.
We have some like stickers on the van if you want to see them after.
that's fire, bro.
Do not go in that bitch, bro.
Because the shit, I'm already knowing, bro. I'm already
Do
knowing.
not go in that.
No, con el
Not going
compa el
there, bro.
cacas, bro. Fucking this little seat. Shit, I don't know how it's going with that. El luego fucking he still got his buffet plates in the back and
Hey,
shit.
he waited on his buffet plate. Right when you guys leave, he about to go out there.
El Russell from Up.
Oh my
Hey,
God.
don't do my mans like that. Don't do my mans like
That's
that.
Good.
Don't do my mans like that.
You good? Nah, it's
Hey, look
my
at
turn
you.
to talk.
Okay, go ahead.
Look, all right,
Go
go.
ahead, bring Chuck.
Wow.
Loki,
I'll spare you.
Wait, you had a question, no, bro? Go ahead.
yeah, we kind of getting down to the bottom of this as far as like runtime and stuff. One thing I do want to know, and I'm pretty sure the fans want to know, what do you guys feel like has to happen this year in order for Los Alisa to have a successful year?
With the crazy artists.
I think more consistency, bro.
More droppings.
More
More
consistency.
consistency and like be on it, bro. I guess it gets to a point where like it gets hard for us just because everybody got their own jobs. I mean, this guy's a nurse. he works, school. I do work in school. Like it gets to a point where like fuck, we want to do this shit, but like it gets hard. You feel me? But it's more consistency, bro. Because we got it.
Yeah.
Pero I feel like we do got it, bro. Like we have like these guys are badass musicians, and it's more consistency. Like how everybody has said it, like TikTok, Instagram, like the radio, bro. Like
I was just about to ask that. What happened with the social media? Because at one point you guys were really on it. Like every single week there was something new. Whether if it's like a little skit or shit like that. What happened with that?
yeah, like I'm saying, bro. Just it's
Consistency.
Getting too comfortable.
Yeah.
getting.
All you guys think is
comfortable.
comfortability?
I feel like we need to hire someone that like could manage us,
Like the
like
social
manage
media
our social
platforms
media
and all that?
because
It gets hard, bro. Low key. It's
'Cause,
hard,
yeah.
it's hard.
It is hard. I'm not
hard,
gonna
bro.
lie. Yeah, it is hard.
and then aside from that, like for example, me personally, I have my job. I work 12 hours. Like yesterday, I got off work at 7:30. Had to leave my house at 9:30 to go play.
It just gets hard, yeah.
And then today,
Paletero.
early podcast, and then I'm gonna go home, be with the fam for a bit.
Yeah.
So it's just a matter of like making time for everything, seeing the family.
That shit is real though, cause I'm gonna say just to edit a podcast episode with all the cuts, bro, it takes
It
us
is
like
hard,
a
bro.
week to 2 weeks, and this
That shit
is
is
this
hard.
is just something that's it's technically already done, but making it look flashy and stuff like that,
You have to like revise it like 3-4 times.
bro. And that could make sure there's no errors. Even the TikTok that we showed you earlier, bro, how the Chicago thing went, bro, it literally took me like almost 8 hours.
Like how I give you an idea and you're like, oh,
Yeah, and then
That's it,
you know what
yeah.
pisses me off? Even when the thing's all said and done, once you watch it, like fuck, we should have done this.
Like you missed something. Like you could have put
That's what I'm
on
saying.
it.
You gotta revise it like 3-4 times.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah, bro. Es que si se va a hacer la cosa bien, but okay, he said just getting more out there. Then who else? What has to happen with Los
What are you
Alisa?
guys' inputs on that?
What are we at?
What has to happen this
On the
year for
same
the
team.
Los
I agree.
Alisa? We had a good
putting
year.
more content on, and like, just suéltalo todo, you know, like everything. Like we gotta put more
Machine.
content out.
Yeah, we have a lot on the vault, bro.
what it is.
I'm gonna add one thing really quick. We have a lot of ineditas that I have like written, and it was my boy Jose's idea this year. Just release them. Who cares?
Fuck it, bro.
Just release everything we have.
Because if not, it's just gonna be there like archived.
Exactly,
You know
and you never know. One of those songs could be the one that blows you
what I
up.
mean? Yeah.
Yeah, no, and that's how realistically you just el gamble que cuál rola va a pegar primero.
You never know. And you know what Caesar says this all the time, but he says now I think it kind of does matter, but like quality. Like
Quality always goes
like
long
in a way, like it doesn't really matter, to be honest. It's like the music that matters.
Yeah.
Like, what you're putting out there is what matters. Cause look at Eslabon, they blew up their first album. They recorded it in GarageBand and in their garage, and that shit blew them the fuck up.
Yeah, because I will say
And
this.
they didn't. I'm sorry to cut
No,
you
you
off,
go,
but
you
they
go.
didn't blow up to like 6 months later after dropping that album. Like that's when it just started going up, and they were like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah.
Junior H. What was the first song that he got famous with?
No cambiado.
Soy humilde, no he that song. Correct me if I'm wrong. He said he posted it, and like 6 months or a year later, it started doing numbers.
See,
I
that's
think
what
so,
I'm saying. Like,
yeah.
it takes while. It takes a little bit for it to kick in, but
You just never know. Yeah.
yeah. And also like another thing, like don't get discouraged or anything like that. You know, always put shit out there. Who cares what the people say? People are always gonna talk shit. You know.
People are always
How
gonna hate.
Julio said, you know, just do it, bro. You know what I mean?
And I want to say something on behalf of my team, Isla, to all the Chicago groups out there. Like, we fuck with everybody. We love everybody. Everybody, like, everybody makes their own progress at todo a su tiempo, pues. And we need to work together and support each other. Because at the end of the day, if one grupo makes it in Chicago, what does that mean? It's going to bring eyes to the city. It's going to bring eyes to everyone else. And at the end of the day, there's room for everybody, bro. Like, money's not going to run out. Views are never going to run. Streams are never going to run out. Like, there's room for everybody to eat. So
There is no table big enough, small enough where not everybody can eat from.
Correct.
That's what que compa
That's
dice.
right. That's right.
And stay humble. bro,
Except
'cause
his table.
Bro,
El
he got
compa
his own
Salva's table,
bro.
that's his own table.
Hey,
Don't
bro,
fuck with
bro,
his
got his own
table.
Stay
Hold
away
on.
from his table.
And just stay humble, bro. Cause
Yep.
Yeah.
like
You never know. One day, you know, like you guys blow up.
Bro, you were just
What am
telling me
I-
you every time you want to perform, you want a stage and lights and fog lights.
Oh.
Come
Well, that's
on,
not what
bro.
I'm talking about,
That's
bro.
like a dream.
I'm just kidding, bro.
imagine
I'm
having
talking
stage
about-
lights every time.
Look at
Type
that.
thing. Yeah. Go.
No, go ahead. He wanted that.
I thought you wanted to say something.
Salva.
Oh, well, pretty much like to add on what he said, like stay humble. But this goes out to like anybody who's like kind of either starting or like also like like in their journey musically. Don't give up, man. Don't feel like
Discouraged.
yeah. Don't feel like hey like oh this person's doing this, so maybe I should be like that. Oh, you give up on Fortnite, right? So you're talking about Fortnite, but no, yeah, like because there's moments when you do feel like like hey this might not be for me.
Yeah.
But that's just a feeling in the moment, like don't let it stop you from doing what you want to do, like realistically.
Yeah, and going back to what Agent said, being humble, because I feel like, me personally, I feel like when I was on Tolo, I felt like at first I was like, damn, I'm pretty good. Like, oh, like I used to not even gonna lie. Yeah, I'm not. Oh, I'm better than a lot of people. But you gotta realize, there's no. You gotta realize at the end of in music, someone's always gonna be better than you in music.
Sure.
Someone's always gonna be better than you in anything that you do. That's what I'm saying. You just gotta be humble, and that's what makes you like yourself.
And like
Just be proud of where you're at and don't stop. And don't ever
Don't put others down.
don't ever think you're better than anyone, because there's always, like he said, there always is someone better than you. Just be
And it
confident
be the motherfuckers
and
you least
happy of
expect,
where you're
bro.
at.
Yup.
It be the motherfuckers that don't even look like they can even do shit like that.
like how he was saying, like how there's always someone better than you. Like don't take that like as a discouraging thing. Like oh I'm not there yet. No, take it as a learn from them. Like take what you can from them, and then just make it your own style. Yeah, but definitely
Los de la Isla in the house. Those musicales sabios. Yes, sir. Y'all gotta give
yes
it
sir.
to them. I do want to ask one last thing. This is gonna be our last question. So going back to the compositor over here, what is the mindset that Los de la Isla has when they make their songs? What you guys trying to put out there? What does Los de la Isla really offer the people that this is our vibe? This is who we are. This is what we represent. What's the mindset in it?
Modern corridos, I would say. If you haven't checked out our last two ineditas, it's called one of them is a collab with Diferente Frecuencia. Saludos a mi compa Adrián, Alex,
Adrian,
Steven.
Alejandro. Yes, sir.
Steven, and I forget the Kevin,
No,
my
no.
boy Kevin.
No, I guess.
Es que siempre se me
It's
olvida
not
el
a group no
nombre.
more, bro, but okay.
But
It is
el tema, the track is called Trago de Vodka. That's an inedita. And our other one, La Fatal. That one, I feel like a lot of people ask for it. But I just get inspired from like personal experiences, or sometimes like La Fatal, I'm gonna say I wrote it for somebody. It's not for me, but
Oh my!
Oh.
Does she know?
huh?
Does she know?
I wrote it for one
Probably.
of my boys.
Oh.
For his girl.
Yeah, I wrote it. It was like for one of my boys. I'm not gonna say who, but era una historia que le pasó a él y pues le escribí la rola.
So,
That's dope.
¿Cómo fue eso que él te lo pidió? O
No, I wrote it and I showed it to him and he fucked with it and we just recorded it.
Yes, sir. Yes,
So
sir.
Fire.
even
Saludos.
if you guys have like a cool story or something, send me a DM, send me a story, and I could write a
So
corrido.
low-key, bro, I'm not gonna lie, we're gonna need a corrido de LaChonaYElBelico.
Yes, low key. Thank you, bro. That's a real ass nigga right there. So we low key we want a jingle. Like you know how they have like an intro for like the YouTube channel. We said it's gonna be either one or two grupos. It's either gonna be Le Mans because we know all the boys over there, or it's gonna be Los de la Isla. And since you guys are here, low key, we want to see what you
What
could
do you
do,
guys
bro.
think, for like our intro?
You guys got a little project for us?
Like
Hell
a
yeah,
little
hell
time,
yeah.
like
Bro,
a.
that's for we're giving you that project.
30
You guys
seconds.
do
We just need 30 seconds.
I was gonna
bro.
say like 10 seconds.
15?
that could work too. It don't matter.
You can even loop it if you want to.
Low-key, no, it's perfect because he got a crazy style, bro. So I feel like that'd be pretty dope.
Like that's how we're gonna put the vision in right now. He has to sing or he doesn't have to sing, but it could just be like que él diga como una vocalización que diga, LaChonaYElBelicoPodcast, somos compas, shit, whatever you guys come up with. Pero que el compa aquí, que un día que esté bien high, que se just avienta un adorno como un little requinto type shit. And then, you can have all the instruments. Like, I would say an intro with a tolo. He comes in, and then he says whatever, and then obviously all you guys jamming out and shit. And then just 10, 15, 30 seconds, whatever you guys think. Send this shit our way, bro. We'll make you guys pop with that
Algo
jingle.
caliente.
Hell yeah.
Get it done.
And y'all don't even need a studio day, bro. When you guys are actually up there, just be like, oh, the jingle, we got it, and just record it right quick. So lo mandas and
Like a little jingle, like LaChonaYElBelico.
Yeah,
Se
type
dice
shit,
todo
yeah.
real. LaChonaYElBelico.
algo así.
Hey, he got it. They're gonna.
Or just come up with a couple things and we'll collaborate. We'll think about it. But that shit would be dope, bro. We need that.
We did want to like. What did we start off the first podcast with? It was when I was blowing. I was putting something in my speaker and we put
Bro, we're so done. We put igualito a mi papá. That was supposed to be a thing, but copyright. You already know how it happened. We couldn't do it.
It's got to be original. So
It has
that's
to be
why we're
original.
giving you guys that project.
I got you.
You guys help us out.
We got you.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Y'all as a team.
So that's beautiful. El compa Cesar aquí making it happen for Los Alisa con la letra y todo el rollo. Does anybody else help you? Like, be that ass. Like, do you run it by somebody who's like your main man here? Is always like kind of two guys that actually do the thing. It isn't just always one.
Well, for the writing part is just me.
Okay.
And then for like what you hear and when it's released in the studio, it's everybody, like a collective.
Musical theory,
yeah.
thinking and shit.
Their ideas
It's
and all that stuff.
I remember for Bellaca, we spent a lot of time on that song, and we were just talking the other day. We're gonna redo it. We spent 8 hours recording that song.
Oh my!
8 hours straight.
Yeah, till we got home at like 6 in the morning.
Kept trying to add shit to it.
And we're gonna redo it.
Damn, y'all burnt out el compa Rubenazo, bro. Well, Ruben D Root, because there's two.
So that goes to show you guys that we wanna give you guys good music, not just music. Not rushed. Nothing is rushed.
But I have a question for Carlos. Like, so you guys were out in the studio for 8 hours. Like, what is your input like when it comes to like adding more stuff to it? Because you're the singer, so you have a say in this, like your project you guys are working on.
Like, como orquesteas tú lo que tú también quieres escuchar?
¿Tú qué cantas?
Because you can't, like, before you answer, you can't, like, Jose used to be on our ass, especially you. And then he told me to shut the fuck up because sometimes I be doing too much too. It lets Steven be like, nah, bro, keep slapping that shit. So what he's trying to say is, how do you know, or qué es lo que tú buscas en las grabaciones, en tu propio estilo, lo que these guys had to do for you?
Well, to be honest, I put de vez en cuando, like, for like how you saying earlier, like was shit that I would like to hear, like the jams and shit. I'm more of like a melody guy.
Okay.
I have the trust in these guys, bro.
I'ma just let them do their shit,
bro. And I mean, if there's one thing, I'll be like, hey, what if you add that here or some shit like that? Chiquito, way, así que digas que I produce machine. I kind of more focus on the voice, like I want to.
Oh yeah, okay.
I'm more of the voice type of guy. Like, hey, I don't want to go.
You're a role player. You're a role player.
Yeah.
Okay.
We all, like all the músicos, we all collectively, like when I'm recording Armonía, they all sit there and listen. When he's doing bass, we all sit there and listen. Same thing with everybody, and we all give our input. So it's at the end of the day, it's a team effort.
El compa Chulo, he's the one who verifies the listening. He be like, nah, but y'all gotta redo that.
No, that ass. That's what we do. Like when a song is finished, I won't even tell him like, hey, we're recording this day. I'll just send him the song and be like, what you think?
Yeah. Or he'll be there.
And they'll tell us.
He'll be like, sipa or no pa. Yes, sir.
Yeah, but everybody does a little bit of something, bro.
Oh my God, bro.
Chulo stamp. He need that.
Hijos de señor.
Oh my God.
San
Tracas.
At this point, te la manda el patrón.
Listo.
Oh my God.
Perro. Mira, Don Vergas.
Ay, güey. Casi nada.
Don Titili.
My son.
Nah, bro, that's my child. Let's get that right. I'm playing.
Hey, but for all the ladies, watching this, my boy Julio J Nasty, he's single.
Swear to God.
Ready to mingle.
Shit.
Set up.
Hey, what is your socials, bro?
I don't have socials.
That's crazy.
Nah,
if you want to follow me, Julio the Flare.
Julio the Flare 23.
Yes, sir.
And on Snapchat,
Instagram.
We start at the Instagram, then we move on to the Snapchat.
Yeah, he don't give it to anybody. He not easy. Loki, can you do us a favor and shout out your socials?
Instagram is I'm Caesar Bro.
Instagram, nah, bro.
Hold on, my bad. I just caught what he said. We mean for the grupo. They can find out because we know it's on there for the grupo.
For the grupo, you can find us on Facebook, Instagram.
OnlyFans.
TikTok.
Oh my.
Los de la Isla Oficial.
Hey, what y'all posting on OnlyFans? He said OnlyFans.
He said OnlyFans. What's up with that?
We post videos of Sal eating at the buffet.
Oh my god. Hey, I would actually pay for that. I ain't gonna lie.
But he,
¿A cuánto al mes? Hey, he said that's how he pays his buffet entry.
Yo,
That's
how
smart.
much you charge?
That's smart.
Y'all gotta find out.
Hey,
That's unknown.
We could talk
He
about this after.
exclusive. He's an expensive one.
Oh shit.
They take out an extra.
I'm not no cheap buffet type of guy, you know.
They
Type
take out an
shit.
extra chef when they know he's coming to the.
Hey, he be telling the guy in the hibachi like, hasta la verga, bro. Let me do it. You ain't doing it right.
they already know once Sal's get
No,
there, he
see,
gets
no.
VIP table, everything.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He has
Right,
a-
VIP
he has a whole
service.
system there.
low key.
They be table for one.
Every four visits, he gets one
One free visit.
Low
Oh
key.
my
But,
god.
hey, bro,
Nah.
going back to it, what's your social? Cause he showed his social. What's your social?
Oh, my Instagram is.
Para las babies.
He don't even know.
Shut up, oh, bro. Let me talk.
Ya dilo, güey. Ya
No,
dilo.
just say
It's
it.
AB216255.
Bro, imagine having to go ask your girl, hey, what's your Instagram? He gotta go check what it is on his phone.
Hey, Loki,
That's
nah,
a
Loki,
phone.
Loki.
Loki,
Yesterday.
Loki. I thought they hacked your account when your shit was an AB, whatever the
Oh,
numbers.
shit. I did see that shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, who the fuck is this?
Bro put his work ID number in.
Yes, bro.
He put his social so he can
Amazon
remember
days?
it.
Amazon days?
Nah, mine's is just simple. Salva_Tolo. You know.
Chingon, chingon.
Mine's Jose, but with the X instead of a O. 7.
Oh, perdón. I got my mic, bro.
Oh no, he has his already.
Yeah.
tuyo?
And mine is Carlos VNBA. VNBA.
Carlos Vagina? Oh, shit.
Oh.
I mean, go crazy.
For short.
Go crazy.
That's right.
Bueno, compas, ese fue el cuarto episodio de La Chona
Y el bélico.
Podcast. So,
Yeah.
muchas gracias otra vez por los Alisa coming out for you
Aplausos para
guys.
todos los
Much
muchachos.
love. Hell yeah.
And I want to give a big shout out to you guys for coming to us and being on the podcast. You know, show love since day one.
Not
We
even
really
that, bro. This is
appreciate that.
not even because we podcasting now, but this is long overdue. Like just a chill
Long
session, bro. Like
overdue.
obviously you guys have busy schedules and shit, and we do too. But like, bro, since like I said, we was just with it, bro, and we none of this shit ever gets to happen, bro.
Yeah.
Pero bueno que de una forma podemos hacer como like algo de bueno para el público y también para todos sus seguidores. We're gonna be posting more content as the episode envelops. Pero desafortunadamente en este momento vamos a tener que ser más al ratón when it comes to editing a change of scenery porque se les olvidaron los instrumentos de la agrupación. So we're gonna go to one of their upcoming practices and then we're gonna do the whole
Part
swatch
two,
around.
So wait on the part 2.
Yeah.
That part
Part
2.
two.
Fire.
Yes.
Hopefully they get to show their
some
album.
bangers.
Yes, sir, my boy.
And for editing purposes,
Fucking easy.
we're gonna let y'all do it when we end it. So for editing purposes, whether if their album comes out the EP or not before, we can actually go to their practices just because of scheduling and stuff. If anything, I'm gonna just have you go because I know I'm not gonna be able to.
Oh, type shit.
Yeah. For editing purposes, we're gonna hopefully the album's out, but cuando caiga todo va a estar compuesto for the video itself. So estos fueron sus compas de
Los
de la fucking Isla.
Yes, sir, para que lo tengan pendiente. Muchas gracias, jóvenes.
Ahí
Much
estamos
love.
pendientes. Chao.
No se los olviden, jálense en los huevos.
¡A verga! ¡A verga! ¡Ah! ¡Ey! 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 ¡Oh shit! ¡Oh shit! ¡Oh! ¡Mira tu madre, güey!
Todos muy alegres, se pasean en todos lados y te tocó saludar. hijo. Mi compa Sara, el peloloche de Don Jale.
Pero chicos tienen, pues chicos tienen. Arriba vicio, saca, hijo de su.
¡A perro! ¡A perro!
We have the buffet tomorrow.
¡Oh my God! ¡Oh my God!
Y mi compa Carlos en la primera 2 millones. Si se la saben, la cantan con nosotros, dice más o menos.
Mija, arréglate pobre bonita, que esta noche yo voy a ver. Ya avisé la tope pendiente, todos te envidian, yo tengo un montón de muñequita, y yo que tengo tanta suerte, de la canción de tus paredes, tú, me pertenece, yo, quiero tenerte, quiero quererte.
A ver, ese nomás fue un Travis, como dicen por allá en Michoacán, compa Carlos. Si se la saben, quiero que la canten más fuerte y al fuego pulmón, compadre, dice más o menos.
Tu cinturita me gusta, me fascina. Te gusta hacerlo en el mesón.
God damn, nigga.
No. This shit busting. Good. Hey, what you guys say for the vlog? Hey, yo. Yeah. Shout out what? Shout out to what? What's your Instagram? What's your socials? Yeah, you feel, you see it? Yeah. Hey, how much? Hey, so how much is the outfit? How much is the sweater? Sweater, 30 for the sweater. Shirt. How much is the shirt?
80.
Oh.
This is about Maine.
Pants.
These are Miri.
Okay, and then the shoes.
600.
These are Fiors.
Oh, he got the Fiors on. No way. What you gotta say, bro?
All I gotta say is set a
Set a fat.
All I gotta say is
Pito. Oh, he got his ass. So, Julio, what you gotta say, bro? Oh, hey, he got his ass. Hey, salva, saco, asaka.
Shout out Güero. Say what's up to the vlog, Güero.
Hey, Güero, what's good with it, bro? Yeah. Oh, Güero Coronado. What you gotta say, brother? ¿Qué onda, güey? ¿Si te jalas o no? Ay. Riatada, güey. Oh, got his ass. I got that on video. I got that shit on video.